Welcome to another episode of The Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Big Butter.
I'm turning it off.
I just had to get my hat on real quick.
Big Butter?
Big Butter, I'm switching, I'm evolving.
Did you fucking cross it off on your... You have big... Anyways, Luke, introduce yourself.
Luke Young.
And tonight we have on Alex and Stephanie Busberg. Give it up. Did you guys just clap?
I was trying
Clapping
to get her
for
to
yourselves?
Clap. I was trying to get her to
You guys
clap
should
so
clap for
bad.
yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck Patrick and his stupid idea that we shouldn't have guests clapping. It's 100%. It makes it sound like there's more people in here. Clap for yourself. It makes it a better... Yeah, there we go. Bring it back now. Yeah.
Perfect.
Otherwise, it sounds like us three just clapping to nobody. Like,
It's just,
it doesn't
you know,
sound
it just-
exciting.
I didn't know we were supposed to sound like we were recording in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah,
Well-
so it's just weird when people clap for themselves, you know? It's just like
guess.
you're applauding for yourself to be here.
I'm just saying we should either have them clap for themselves or fucking let's not clap anymore because it
I like
sounds
the clapping.
so it sounds so tiny in the room when fucking the guests don't clap for themselves. I've noticed.
And that's fair, because why would you clap for somebody who doesn't even clap for themselves?
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Maybe we should stop clapping.
Yeah,
No more clapping.
just no more clapping at all.
This is good job. Good idea, guys. There's no
Okay.
more clapping.
That's what we're here for. Let's wrap it up. All right.
Patrick,
But,
explain your stupid ass fucking hat that me and Luke both hate.
Well, it's not stupid. It's a serious thing. Okay, so I was the Big Butter, and I'm not doing that anymore. You guys hated the big
cheese.
big cheese. You hated the big cheese. Everybody always made fun of you for
Wait,
the big
hold on.
cheese.
I think you killed Luke. I think
That's fine.
Luke, you all right? What's wrong, Luke? Luke's dead. All right. Well, you killed Luke.
Yeah. Well, that's because maybe he just couldn't handle the evolution.
Okay.
You know.
Too much excitement.
I mean, I just trying to get off the big cheese things for you guys.
I'm allergic to extra chromosomes.
I'm just gonna.
Well, I have
Keep it
just a
Big
video
Butter.
for you queued up for later. Then.
No, but thanks so much, you two, for coming on. I hope you're ready to have some fun. We're going to see some fucked up videos
I'm ready.
that we did not vet, so that should be interesting.
We'll save that for later. We don't want to scare him away.
Yeah, well,
There's one where you guys might just walk off. Like, all right, well, I'm done with your podcast. I don't know what you're doing with this, but can you go ahead and delete the whole thing now? We'll be like, no. And you're like, well, we're not friends with Pat anymore.
so
No more hanging out at Pat's house.
yeah, no more hanging out with me. So let's just get started with that and just see where we go from there. Yeah.
Wait, what?
We're
Get
gonna,
started
let's,
with what?
Let's pull up the video that he sent me.
Oh, so this is the one from Jack?
Yes, let's start that up. Shout
I thought
out
we were
Jack
gonna
Griffin.
wait. I thought we were gonna wait to do it. Okay, fuck it. Let's do Jack's videos. Yeah, Jack Griffin. We're gonna actually talk about Jack a lot. Jack, I told you you sent me a bunch of stuff on McCamey Manor. We're gonna get to all that later in the podcast. This is gonna be a fucking giant shout out
Yeah.
for Jack. All right, check out Black Collar TV. Check out Rhett and all those guys. They're gonna be doing a podcast soon. They'll be back on soon, I'm sure. All right, here's
definitely.
it's called Beyond Meat, and it's on eFucked if you want to check it out.
So I don't know what this is. So
I don't either. Did you watch any of this?
he gave me like a brief plot point, and then he said just watch it. So
I was asking you guys before the podcast, and I didn't finish my thought. But you guys, neither of you two have heard of eFucked before, right?
No.
So eFucked is basically a porn website, but it's not porn that you beat off to. It's blooper porn or like the weirdest, most obscure shit. I'm sure maybe somebody's beating it to it, but for the most part, probs nah. Like it's all just a laugh.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't look real hot right now.
It gets pretty fucking weird and dark sometimes.
it's gonna get dark.
All right, so it's an audio podcast. I mean, I'm gonna have to blur this out for sure. So let's set the video up as it goes. All right.
So it's shirtless guy wearing his sunglasses inside and a dad hat. He looks like he's got some sort of food in front of him. There's a Wendy's
Got
cup.
Wendy's.
He looks
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
cool guy.
Yeah, this guy.
Tilted dope and all.
Today our feature is a Wendy's Baconator and a chocolate frosty from Wendy's. Now it's time to fuck that food.
Oh Jesus Christ.
No, oh,
Ah! All right. What's happening now, Pat?
well, he was just. It looked like a regular interview or review for food, and then the next shot that right after that, his dick is literally in between the sandwich,
Yeah.
All right.
That
in
went to-
between the meat.
That's 3 pieces of meat real quick. He got going.
He's got a small floppy going through the cheesy meat. It looks like it's got pickles and ketchup on it too.
I am
That
curious
is
to
a
see where this
classic single double burger.
This is better than a roast beef sandwich. Oh, you fucking big burger. Oh. 3 all
Is he gonna come?
goes. Well, I want to find out.
Who wants? Is he gonna come?
Artificial cheese. Oh, you fucking bitch.
Oh my god.
You're so cool.
Now he's he's fucking the shit out of a Wendy's Frosty.
Makes sense for the lack of boner.
Yeah, he's got no boner during
No.
all of this.
He's
So
got the tiniest little dick too. Just the littlest dick. Oh, it's so cute.
I just and
Reminds
he's
me of
got
my dick.
it's a messy situation. There's Frosty
Look
everywhere.
at that little fella.
I just don't know what he has left to do for 3 more minutes. It's already gone.
Well, we're gonna find out.
I
We're
guess we'll
watching
find out.
We're watching every minute.
Maybe
of
it's
it.
not his
go.
only review. I mean,
This is great.
would you say? I guess that would be a 10 out of 10 if you're fucking your food.
Chocolate love. It's all right.
Just imagine a Frosty fleshlight. You know, a Frosty light.
And he's got the
All in
veiniest
all, that was a
hands.
pretty good fuck.
I'm saying that every single time I have sex now. Afterwards, I'm just going to get up and go, all in all, that was a pretty good fuck.
And then it played what looked like a TGI Fridays commercial. There's like steak being thrown on a grill.
Yeah.
Peppers
Appetizing.
falling out in slow motion. It's the highest production value video. Now it says Bruce is 54. All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, he's got a song.
All right. Now, although
pretty
we don't
catchy.
own the rights to this music, but I'm sure no one's coming for us on this song. I'm pretty positive no one's
Let's
putting
just
up.
keep it
I'd be
going.
pumped if somebody does. That'd be pretty sweet.
He had a prolapsed asshole.
Yeah, let's just try it out. Let's see.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck are we watching? It's just like flashes of food and him ejaculating.
Pizza from Domino's. I love fucking a big, wet, meat-covered pie.
And he's got the biggest sunglasses on. Oh God.
He's got a
All right.
towel around his
You
neck.
ready for this?
Okay, it's about time I fuck that pizza. Nasty fucking greasy bitch.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude just called his pizza a
It is
bitch.
wet and moist, just as I was anticipating.
Do you think he eats it?
I hope he eats it.
He has to,
The
right?
music video is just fucking like strawberries falling into a puddle of chocolate, and then him just beating off furiously, and then fucking like a steak being cooked.
And he
What
always
the
has his
fuck?
house key around
He made a
his
whole
neck.
music video for this whole thing. Like, props to this guy for really not only having the strangest fuck fetish for us to just
Obviously, he
expose.
has a fan who is singing for him because I doubt
There's
that's
no
Bruce.
way
Well, you
this
think
is
someone
him.
paid
That's-
someone to be in that video?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
he definitely put something on Craigslist like, hey, I got this song. I already wrote the lyrics. I got the music. I just need somebody to sing it. Do you want to sing?
And
this
I
for
have
$100?
I have $12 and a half bag of barbecue Fritos.
I got some left. I didn't
Oh,
eat
you-
it, but I have Wendy's if you want that.
Oh, you greasy bitch! When he said, "Oh, you greasy bitch,"
Never call my pizza. a
oh
bitch.
fuck
That's
yeah,
great.
that artificial cheese. Oh my god, I gotta see the rest of
food
it.
reviews. I'm Bruce. Today's feature is a double cheeseburger.
It's like he's doing
from
it like
Sonic.
sarcastically
Now it's
too.
time to
Like,
fuck.
I love the
Dude.
cuts.
yeah,
You're a hamburger.
this isn't his first video venture, I would assume. You hear that, guys? That's hamburger meat lube.
He's going double fist on the hamburger.
Greasy bitch.
He likes that
What
burger.
is your fucking problem?
He likes grease.
You think that's it? He just likes being a greasy boy.
Yeah.
Now he's got his readers
I had some
on.
problems with that burger. First of all, the patties were a little crusty on the outside, and there was not enough mayonnaise. The buns were great.
Please eat it.
What is
Well,
that?
who are these people? They're not the same people. It's some guy walking around like
I'll
Dracula.
knock all your fucking teeth right out of your goddamn head. What the fuck did you just say? Okay, now I'm gonna fuck that spaghetti.
That would be a sandwich, right?
That's
Right?
not
That's
spaghetti.
that would be a cock sandwich. He just put his just had ejaculated in a condom and he's pouring it all over his food.
Today's feature is pasta and marinara sauce with nut.
Don't eat it, dude.
The tomato sauce was beautiful.
Oh my god, damn it.
Oh, he's playing with his cum at the end of it. That's been on his belly. Dude, what the fuck are you watching, Jack? Where did you find this video, Jack?
And didn't you hear him towards the beginning? He was fucking, what was it? The Wendy's burger? And he's like, it's not as good as roast beef.
I feel like he has to eat it if he doesn't come. I feel like he's definitely going out of his way to eat it if he's not coming in it.
Well, he doesn't have a boner. How do you ejaculate when you don't have a boner? I don't
know. At the end, he wanted to fight somebody, knock their teeth out.
What the
and then
fuck
it's like,
happened?
You
He
never
was a
came
kid,
with
dude.
a floppy before?
No.
Hold on, wait.
No.
Am I the only one?
I feel like that's a bad thing
Liars.
to happen.
Liars. What?
I think we just drink a lot, Cody.
No.
Do you have that
working on my
experience
first
too?
beer.
You've ejaculated with a floppy?
Oh, yeah, I would drink a lot, so it happens.
And it just leaks out.
Oh, that's what yours. I thought you meant like you drank too much. You said that out loud. Like,
Nah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get
so
too drunk.
wow. So 2 out of 5 people here. Wow. So that's a pretty big percentage. I guess a lot of people probably.
2 out of 5. Are you insinuating Stephanie has a boner to jack off with? She can't beat me
Oh,
with
true.
a floppy. The fuck?
Out of 4.
2 out of 4. That's half
half
of us.
of the room. Half
and
of
the
the
rest
guys.
of the world, that's
Sorry,
half,
Steph.
Patrick. And Luke
Wasn't
hasn't
thinking.
answered yet, which tells me, yes, he's in our camp, has
Yeah.
beat me with a floppy and finished.
That's fucking.
He looks like
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because
I
that doesn't
haven't.
sound. I guess it is like a drinking thing.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, for sure.
That's weird.
Yeah, whiskey dick. It's not weird if you drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
whiskey
pretty
dick.
normal. Me and Alex just told you that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would
the
assume
room.
half the
Stephanie's
population.
shaking her head like, yep,
Yeah.
lots of floppies in this
Yep.
Yeah.
relationship.
Like, I'm just glad I got to that point. Like, I got to that point. That's pretty good.
When he's drunk at night, it's different than when he's not in the morning. So
No, I can.
Performance differences.
Does he? But what if he gets rid of that nut on the floppy dick and he's not as good in the morning? What do you do then?
No, I always wake up
Yeah,
with a
he's
tree
always
trunk.
Always with a tree trunk.
He's drunk in the morning
I
too.
get-
I love that.
Yeah, I could wake up drunk, still be.
Absolutely
blown.
fine in the morning.
Yeah, but at
Full-blown.
night, it's
Raring
like
to go.
I'm really turned on.
Was it one sad little teardrop out of your mushroom tip, and when it's a floppy, or is it full on?
That's it.
Come on, we just watched a guy
Yeah.
fuck
I don't
food,
know
and you're gonna get weird.
Why are you
I don't
wanting to
know
know
with
how
the-
much he's coming?
If we're
Because
You
you're
come a
curious.
lot.
Hey,
you
no.
come a lot.
I wanna know the
You
answer.
come a little bit.
If we're gonna talk about fucking food, don't be like I'm the weirdo. I didn't set the video up. Pat was like, "All right, let's start with the guy that fucks food." Like, and now we're in this conversation. You're like,
We're
"Cody,
just
you're
getting-
weird for wanting to know how much he comes with his floppy."
You-
Like, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm just going with the flow that we're
When-
setting up here.
when
Thank you, Stephanie.
Listen.
It's a better question for her to answer.
When
She doesn't have her uterus or anything anymore. So yeah, I don't get a real.
Did you dig it out? Just
I
dug
don't
those
really
guts
get.
out too good?
I don't get a
Just
real.
fell right
After
out
our
of her one
son.
day.
I don't get a real gauge of. I just
All right, Stephanie, let us
don't
know.
So-
got a gauge.
Is that
the
a-
more drunk. What? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna delve off that. Go ahead.
But you can.
I was gonna say. Oh yeah, go on.
Okay. But the more drunk he is, the less sperm that is produced. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But in the morning, I feel like I don't either because I gotta pee so bad. But I'm
dude.
like, fuck, dude. If I get up and pee, I'm just gonna go back to bed.
Piss
So-
boner's the best. I'll argue piss boner's the best boner because
Yep.
like it will not quit. That boner's not going anywhere until that piss is gone.
Nope.
So I don't care how drunk you are. The piss boner saved me a bunch of times from like, baby, I'm not too drunk. I swear to God. She's like, I smell it on you. Smell like an open bottle of Bullet Bourbon. I'm like, nah, not for real. Look at this good hard dick. And then she forgets all about it. But it's the piss boner dick that always saves me because any other time it's floppy meat sandwich,
Yeah.
just loose roast beef.
Yeah.
fucking-
Dude, having to pee when you have a boner? That shit's fucking
Oh,
awful.
I
Like
tripod. I
It's like an
just
old
tripod.
hot dog, just
You
all
tri-
sad and floppy.
Hold on, you tripod?
Yeah, you kind of get
Like you stand on your handstand and
Well, get your feet like kind of a foot
tippy
behind your
toes.
hips, tippy toe, and like lean against the wall. Yeah.
and then you have to bend it into the target.
No, because then I'm already aiming a little better. Otherwise, I'm just annihilating the lifted toilet seat.
What is your
Straight in
guys'
front
what's your
of
guys'
me.
piss boner pissing techniques? Like what do you do?
Like if I have one and I'm like I gotta fucking piss.
Luke is doing a thing with the sink. You just press it down. It hurts.
Just do a bend?
It fucking hurts. You don't care. I have to do like
It does hurt.
feet, like hands up on the toilet bowl, stand back, and then like just hope for the best, and
Yeah.
like hopefully I don't piss too much on
just
anything
kinda-
Yeah.
else.
I
or it
mean, as
goes
far as
away.
I can, so it can point itself.
Yeah.
She see me too. I'll sit on the couch and just like pet our dogs till Likes the banger goes over.
What? Like so you can pee?
Nothing turns him off like
anymore.
dogs.
Like you can pull your pants up, then you're like, all right, you guys come back up here.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm not like real turned on by my dogs like anymore. So the more I like pet them,
Anymore.
Some weird furry shit you got going on?
I wish.
No, I feel like that's technique. Basically, if you gotta piss with a boner, it's like you gotta stand like 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Try to aim for that shit.
Because you got some big ginormous King Kong dick. Yeah, of course it's 10 feet away. What, because 9 feet of it is your fucking giant dick? No, Pat, the rest of us don't understand.
You get
Please
a
explain.
pot on the wall and you hang it with a nail and then you bounce the piss off the pot. You know, get some trick shots.
One of those weird like water fountains that pours into this bowl and this bowl and this bowl, so you just overflow them as they go.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a trampoline that he pisses on. The piss goes up, fills up a cauldron.
Yeah.
The piss cauldron spills over. 3 race cars fill up with the piss. It falls into the back
When
of
I'm
the toilet
bouncing
bowl.
down, I hold my piss. When I'm bouncing up, I let go, so that way it just keeps going in the same spot. It's not a fucking mess, you know?
Well, and I got a 6-year-old son, so like, since he turned 4, as far as she's concerned, like that little motherfucker is the one pissing all over the toilet all the time. It's always him.
And
I
you're
mean, I
drunk
probably-
as fuck at 3 in the morning,
Yeah.
pissing everywhere. Like,
Yeah, and she's like, well,
well,
was our
Billy's
son.
getting blamed for this for sure.
like, well, what about all the piss on the floor in the bathroom curtain? You know, I'm like, oh man, he's getting wild. I guess. Yeah.
At what age do kids like start like actually being able to like aim properly?
Never. I still have issues.
I have trouble all the time.
How
gonna say
old is
never.
your kid?
6, dude.
6. So like
Yeah.
I've always wondered, when does the kid transfer from like a pet, something you got to take care of, to it having a personality, and you can like, what do you want to eat today, or like
2 or 3.
what do you want to wear?
2 or 3.
2
I don't
or
know.
3.
For me, sometimes I think it depends on the day. Like sometimes he's just like,
For him.
yeah, he just runs around like some feral fucking kid we adopted out of the woods or something, and then like. And then we'll go to his like school conferences. His teachers are like, "Oh, he's so sweet, and he sweeps the floors, and he helps out kids." I'm like, "Really?" Because he like threw our dog at the wall and punched me in the dick yesterday. So I don't know what kid goes to your school, but I don't know.
Do you tell the teachers that?
I told him last time he was crazy, and they looked at me. I was like, "Oh, I guess that's like a trigger word now." So
Crazy.
yeah, don't call my kid crazy, but he does.
He's your
They
fucking
got
kid.
offended for you, like, oh, you called your kid.
Don't call your
crazy?
own son
They're like,
crazy.
"He's
I'll
so
get you-
good," I'm
Put you in
like-
jail.
Yeah, they're all like, "He's so good," and I'm like, "He's crazy." They're like, "He's crazy."
What the fuck you mean?
Crazy, and I was like, "Yeah, he's crazy at home. Like, he acts like a wild animal." And they're
Calling
like,
social
"Oh, he's
services
so
for like in
good
his pocket.
here." And I'm
Well,
like,
I mean, where he goes to school. They handle
yeah,
it.
he goes to a CPS school, so yeah, they're
What's
like,
a CPS school?
Cincinnati
Cincinnati
Public.
Public. Yeah, so they're like, yeah, they hot.
And-
Those are the
Anything you
best
say.
schools, right? Super.
What
awesome
makes
schools.
those like
No.
different than like another school? Like let's say Delhi or St. Dominic or something like that. Like, what makes
Oh,
it
I
different?
I don't know.
It's
I
just a
guess
public
maybe,
school?
Maybe it's different because now I go to his conferences and shit, and like people like really fucking care about kids winding up crazy. Like it's I don't know. We went to St. Dominic. They didn't really give a fuck as long as we went to like church and shit. And
Yeah, pretty much.
our parents
Go to
paid all
confession.
like fucking $10,000 a year for us to sit
Luke,
there. They
is-
didn't give a shit.
Is Coleraine public school? I know it's a public school. Is it Cincinnati public schools?
Nah, that'd be like
no, it's
Dater.
Northwest Local School District.
West
West
High?
High-
I don't-
West High.
So the
Cincinnati
Cincinnati
Public?
School District is. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to figure this out. in my
That's
head.
like our son goes to Sailor Park, like those like West High, those kind of.
Oh,
schools.
okay.
So,
Gotcha.
But like Oak Hills is a public school, but not a Cincinnati public school.
Okay.
So
My
you,
girlfriend went
what
to
is
Oak
it then?
Hills.
City limits, I guess. Because
Well, isn't like Delhi
okay,
its own like township or some shit, and it's like separated
Yes.
from the city or
yeah,
something?
because I grew up in Delhi, right by Delshire. My parents had to like pay for the garbage and shit, but we get recycling and garbage free because we live in the city of Cincinnati. So we don't pay shit for garbage. They just come pick it up. They give us garbage cans and stuff. Yeah, they pick up all like our lawn bags. We don't pay for garbage or any of that shit.
That must be nice.
Yeah.
Delhi once fucked me once and tried to charge me a shit ton of taxes when I lived a minute outside their city limit.
Nope.
It was a fucking ordeal, dude. We don't need to go into my taxes, but I was just
No,
saying,
let's
like,
talk about them. That's a super interesting
we're gonna
topic.
go
oh,
ahead
yeah,
and
it was.
edit
It was
that.
Well, I was filling out
there's
1044
pros and cons
forms.
of that, you know. There's pros and cons. It's
making-
whatever.
It's making a lot of money fucking food, and I wasn't paying taxes on it. So I started wearing
doing
a
freelance hobbies, and the next thing you know,
started wearing a gray wig and big glasses and a hat, and it looks a lot like my big butter one. Fuck Wendy's food.
But we wanted to get into like spooky things
I thought you were
too.
gonna say retard porn.
Oh, should we get into it? I mean, should we just delve into that and just knock it out real quick?
Let's go.
I mean,
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, this is gonna
Are you
be
ready to-
awful.
Are you
I
ready to
hope
be
you know.
even more uncomfortable than you were
Yes.
before? Because for sure it's gonna happen.
yes. I'm
This
okay.
one's way worse.
He's taking
I
his
watched
shirt
part of
off.
it.
We're gonna take off the hoodie.
I watched part of this one, and I'm telling you, it's way worse. You ready for it? Stephanie, I'm looking at you because I saw you wince the like, oh, fuck, I can't. No, oh, God.
Well, now I don't want Wendy's anymore. That
Yeah.
pisses me
What about
off.
pizza?
That made
Not
me
really.
want Wendy's. I was.
Well, it was pineapple on pizza that he got. You know, so maybe it's just pineapple pizza.
Well, maybe
something,
now
you
you'll
know?
dislike the special needs. Well, hold on. The video will speak for itself.
Called that pizza.
This is a super cool guy by the name of Alex. You want to read that?
Horny retard.
Okay.
In the feature film, don't care. Had sex.
All right.
That is a great title.
1.1 million views currently.
Just with this setup.
Fuck.
Just with this setup. How you guys feeling so far?
I know it's
Great because he's wearing a bicycle helmet, so they really went for it.
I think
on
you have
that.
that same
Unstrapped,
helmet
too.
at home.
I do.
You
He's
gave
got
it
the-
to Addie.
Yeah.
He's got the fake teeth too coming out of his mouth, like. But he
man,
didn't go.
Does.
He didn't go
Does have those
cross-eyed though.
hillbilly
It'd
teeth things. Yeah.
have
Okay.
been nicer if he went cross-eyed. All right, let's see what happens. They're playing like dramatic music.
Horror music.
Yeah, we got into spooky shit.
Knock it off.
He's like rubbing his nipples.
Fucking babysit. You're like what? 22.
So she's supposed to be the babysitter on the couch.
Was that the sister or some shit?
Something like that. It's always incest porn now. It's never not incest porn. Okay, so he starts like groping her and fondling her.
Hey.
But it's not. It's
You
This is obviously
sit down.
it's acted out.
acted.
So this is consensual.
this isn't
No.
real. Who the fuck would be
No.
filming this shit?
Okay, so let's hold on. So it's supposed to be incest, retarded, rape porn.
She is
Very, very specific fetish they're aiming for right there.
She's about to
Incest,
start
retarded,
hitting-
rape porn, babysitter porn. What other hashtags would you throw in there?
I mean,
you're uploading this to Pornhub.
They're just trying to cover all their bases, you know?
She's hitting him in his helmeted head with a book.
Yeah,
Like the one place she swung at him with a book.
aim
No.
for the
His
dick,
helmet.
lady. Come on. All right, let's see what happens.
Fuck me.
You think she gets away? He said,
Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck?
What?
He's pulling off her underwear.
You think he's trying not to laugh super hard the whole time?
I'm sure. Now he's choking.
Fake choking her.
Fake choking her.
Oh, he's
She's the
definitely about
shittiest
to do that.
actress of all time.
What
So
the
is he.
fuck is going on?
Now I buy this guy is retarded. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment, but I buy it. I might have actually got a spastic for this one.
Trying to.
You know, it's especially horrible when Luke's laughing.
I'm not being mean to the special needs, but I swear to Christ, there was a couple in the gym class that if they weren't the retarded wranglers or teachers, whatever they call them, if they didn't have them, for sure this is what would be actually happening in gym class. Those kids would pull their dick out in the middle and just start beating
Would they
me.
really?
Oh yeah,
Hold
'cause
on,
you
why
can't
do
explain.
they-
Well, you can't explain the special needs people that beating off is not a bad thing because it feels good, and they're like, well, I'm not killing nobody. What the fuck's the problem? Beating
Yeah, I'm
me
feeling
right now.
good.
No joke.
You can't explain it to him. So
There
that
was,
some of them just pull dick out and start jerking it, like like right to girls' faces, making like cross-eyed eye contact. I don't know if they're looking at their nipples sideways or what they're trying to do.
They already
but
know they can't do anything about it.
yeah, but so I almost buy this.
What were you gonna say,
so
Alex?
far? Pretty
There
realistic.
was
Their
this
acting
girl at Oak Hills, and when they had the new part of the building, when class would get out, there was like 5 or 6 of us. Well, I'll say 5 or 6 of them. Let's not put me in it. But we would race this girl to the water fountain because she had like a fucking water fountain. That
Wait,
she
you
would
talking about a
go to.
goofball girl?
Yeah, for special needs. Like you could literally walk out of this classroom and hear her like like dipping down the hallway to get to her water fountain, and she would just stand there filling up like her water cup thing. And if you beat her to it, like she'd fucking throw her book bag and go like ape shit that you.
Like going on a rampage?
Yeah, it's like she had her own she thought she had her own like designated water fountain.
So
there, I
you
guess.
guys were like, let's trigger her every
yeah.
single time.
Yeah, dude.
And she would just launch a book bag through the air like
I'd be
she could give
lobbing
a
chemistry
fuck
books
if
at
it
her
hit
big,
like
giant
10, a group of like 10 people. She'd give a fuck less. Like it just went chimpanzee at the zoo batshit so fast if you were standing there. It's great.
They have the strength of 4 chimps. What are you doing? Plus a
good
normal grown 7-foot man. What are you doing?
I don't know. She never
They
came at
freak
us
out.
because the teacher would always walk out and be like, all right,
Stop it.
stop.
Start swinging from the fluorescent lights and just grabbing people's eyeballs out of their head.
Yeah, but you could tell the teacher
You
was
don't rile them up.
You could tell that teacher was kind of like, oh, I probably wouldn't. I'd do the same thing. This girl's definitely a goofball. They have to deal with a lot.
You guys want to see how this cool video ends?
Yeah, what happens?
Well, there's 4
Watching it
minutes
for the
left.
story.
Still got 4 minutes.
4 fucking minutes. All right. I didn't think we'd start this like this. Thanks, Jack. Again, Jack with the
What are you watching, Jack?
hard porn.
Where did you find this?
It's making me feel way better about the end of last episode.
So, who the fuck makes this shit, dude? Who the fuck makes this shit?
It's going merp. He's choking her. He's choking
How do you recruit someone for
Oh,
this?
wait. Hold on. Is he going to kill her?
Oh,
Holy
He
shit.
fucking killed her?
Unconscious.
She's supposed to be dead. Wait, is she supposed to be
Hold
dead?
on. He fucking kills her?
All right, so he gets
So, did they just almost
Oh,
laugh
wait.
just now?
They almost fucking blew it. Hold on, go
They
back.
just
I saw her. She was-
Hold on.
Oh, that's great.
What,
Wait for it. She pretends to be dead. She's the shittiest actor of all time.
You my real dolly.
She did
They
laugh.
both fully lost it. They
He
both
said, "You're
lost
my
it.
little dolly."
Ruby.
I just don't understand how you get volunteered into something like this.
She keeps laughing. She can't hold it together. He's using
What
his
the fuck is going on here?
Is she supposed to be dead or passed out?
No, she's supposed to be dead.
I'm hoping
She
she's
had.
dead.
I think she's supposed to be dead. Dude, what the
Break the
fuck?
bicycle.
He said, ride the bicycle.
Well, she's like naked, and he's just moving her legs back and forth.
Like she's riding a bicycle.
What do you guys think happens
Cut your
next?
TV off.
Somebody
What
cut
you
your
do
pee-pee
now?
off. Oh my god. Who the fuck makes this shit? How do you get recruited into this?
Oh, he's helping her clap for herself.
Yay! Now you're special like me.
She's trying not to laugh so hard.
Good small pee-pee touchers.
Oh my god.
Say
Oh, so
small.
now
Like
she's
a doggy
on her
stool.
stomach on the ground.
They start playing
they're
fucking
playing
porn music.
They're playing some knockoff Seinfeld beat. Oh, well. It's for sure
He has his pants
fucked up.
on.
He's fucking her
Did
with
he
his pants
unzip?
on.
Oh, I don't know if this
Well,
is
he's
is it
for
real?
sure retarded.
Oh,
Okay, I think we've established that. He's got his pants on trying to fuck.
Ooh.
Oh my god. What the fuck? This is fucked up.
This is real visual. If you want to watch it, E-fuck, don't care, had sex. You'll really want to get your hands on this video.
This is so.
Beep, beep.
What the fuck is going on?
Ah.
He's forcing a dead girl to give him head right now. This
I don't
is-
think they're actually fucking.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
There's no. How do you keep a heart on?
I think it's a complete.
It's probably easier to keep a heart on fucking food. This.
Hold on, tell everybody what just happened.
When you heard that noise before it stopped, downstairs paraphrased, it says that is the sound of orgasms in retard. Can we go back to that? What is the orgasms in retard sound again?
Hold on. We're gonna sound like. Oh Jesus fuck Christ! And then some fake jizz comes out of her mouth.
Well, that's gonna be a scene for their parents to stumble on, isn't it?
A lot of
She's
jizz.
like laying down on the side.
Time.
Nappy time, it says. And he just blacks out next to her corpse. I want to see if the parents.
Is there
don't
like? Oh, now it's getting spooky. It's just her dead
Round
body on the
two.
ground.
Forgot my ball.
Walking around with the ball, bouncing it. Just so
Okay.
He just goes around like business as normal,
What
you know?
What would you do
That was pretty neat.
if you went home and found your sister dead and one of your goofball relatives killed her, and on top of that raped her dead corpse, and he's just hanging out playing with his ball in the other room?
Pretty sure someone would die, you know? Like,
What would you do?
what the fuck?
I would do what their parents should have done when he was born and chuck him off a cliff. What? What am I saying?
I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. I don't know what I would do.
I mean,
I don't hate the special needs, but
Because let's think about the future of this sex tape universe.
like,
someone's coming home to that.
yeah, let's talk about the dark implications of this said world.
Yeah, let's
So the
dive
guy's
a little
22.
deeper.
He'd be charged as an adult, you know, most likely.
I don't know. I feel like they'd hospitalize him almost
for sure he wouldn't be
immediately.
charged as an
Yeah.
adult with the.
I mean, yeah, he would. I guess he wouldn't go to prison, but I'm sure he would go to like some mental institution,
Yeah,
probably.
for sure.
But yeah, oh my god,
It'd be like Sling Blade. It'd be like the beginning of Sling Blade. I feel like this is the prequel to Sling Blade, like where he's getting out of it.
man.
Like, what did Sling Blade
what's
do?
Sling
this whole
Blade? I've
time?
never even heard of that.
You being for real?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Billy Bob Thornton played a retarded guy so well that people thought like, oh, how nice. Like I remember my dad told me this when I was a kid. He was like,
Billy
I watched
Bob
that for the
Thornton?
first. Yeah, he was like, I
Bad
watched that.
Santa.
Yeah, he was like, I watched that movie for the first time. It was like his breakout role. I cannot believe. Like,
It was his
I
first
like
role too.
I like mustard on my biscuits.
I reckon.
Some folks calls it a Kaiser blade. I calls it a Sling Blade.
Seriously, Pat.
You never.
I've never heard of this.
You gotta
before.
see him from it, because he's got like
Fuck.
a big billboard forehead and all. Like, he does not look like Billy Bob Thornton. That you're talking about Bad
I
Santa
remember my dad
at
telling
all.
me when I was like 10 years old. He was like, the
Bad
first time I saw
News
Sling
Bears.
Blade, he was like, I
Yeah.
thought like, oh, how nice of them to hire this retarded guy, like to make this movie, and then
Yeah,
fucking.
look at all those pictures, man.
How the fuck have you never seen? Hold on, now we have to play a clip from Sling Blade. 'Cause Patrick hasn't seen a
I've
movie.
never
that's
seen
almost
this
as
or heard
old
of
as
it.
I am.
Hey,
Oh,
Pat,
movie's 3
I haven't
years.
seen it either.
Ever heard of it?
Yes,
Okay.
but I've never
well,
seen it.
I lived under a rock. Obviously. One large French fries is the name of this scene.
Like mustard on my fries.
The fuck?
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like actually a really good movie.
Is it a drama?
It's a great movie. Yeah, it's
Like
a
it's
drama.
inspirational?
Yeah.
Kind of like radio or something?
It's kind of like the video we just watched, but
Yeah.
without the porn.
Yeah.
I don't want to
What
spoil
about the
nothing,
murder?
Like,
but
it's really, really
there
funny.
murder?
For
It's
sure.
really, really funny, and then at the end you're like, oh, that's really fucked. Of Mice and Men, the book.
I don't think
It's
it's
really
really
maybe
funny
with
the whole
this-
time, unless you're just laughing at the special needs unintentionally.
All right, well, it was funny to me. I thought it was funny. Till the end, then I was like, oh, no, that's bad.
It's like charming at first, and at the end you're like, Jesus, that was real stupid.
What the fuck?
There he is. There he's standing
Okay,
there,
French
man.
fries.
Billy Bob Thornton. It was. This is
Is that
where
him?
he got really
Yes.
famous. Yeah, this is where he got super famous. Was
That
this
fucking
movie.
dope
You
haircut.
don't fucking know about
I've never heard of this
Luke,
before.
you know about Sling Blade, right? For sure. Who the fuck? You know about it, Stephanie. You've just never watched it,
Right.
but you know the references.
That doesn't even
right?
look like
No.
him.
Oh, it
No.
does.
Okay.
Can I help you, sir?
I kinda want something other to eat.
Well, what would you like?
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
Well, no, this here's a Frosty Cream. We don't serve biscuits. We got a lot of other stuff, though.
What you got in there is good to eat.
Well, we got Big Cheap Burgers, Bongo Burgers, Footlongs, Corny Dogs, Frosty Shakes, Creamy Bars. Did you want me to go through the whole list?
Reckon what you like to eat in there?
Well,
Okay, you're right. It's hilarious. This movie is
so
actually a
funny.
comedy.
French
disguised
fries.
So it was
as
meant to be
drama.
serious and then
No.
just dark comedy the
Even
whole time?
Alex laughed about
Yep,
it
French
the
fries.
whole time.
You were crying the whole
How
time
much
and
you
then
on
Alex was
for 'em?
laughing.
I never
They're
saw
60
it.
for the medium and 75 for large.
I reckon I'll have me some of the bacon.
Some
All
of
right,
the
then
bangins.
one large French fries.
So much of this movie is just like this.
Just scenes of it, just
He's
like
silent.
nodding off for a second and
In the
everybody just
beginning of-
leaving uncomfortably.
Well, in the beginning of the movie, gets released from like this mental institution for killing somebody like 20 years ago or whatever the fuck, and he's trying to like he has no family left, and he's trying to like reintegrate into life, but it's the South and whatever 1970, who gives a fuck, and everybody's never met a retarded person before, so everybody's interaction with him is just like that. Like, who the fuck is this silly brain coming at me, all cross-eyed? And
That
whatnot.
didn't even look like him, dude.
No, it doesn't at all.
That's crazy whenever you see an actor that does a role like that and you just had no idea it was them.
Yep.
Or some shit.
That's him. Sling Blade. Pounded
Damn.
Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
It makes me think of like what's his name? The guy that played Kingpin in Daredevil. He was the fucking
Okay.
bug bad guy in Men in Black. I'm like, that was that fucking guy?
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yeah. I never know how to say his name.
Yeah, he's from Full Metal Jacket. He plays Gomer Pyle.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Oh, I haven't seen that in so long either.
Love that
You
fucking
know, I
movie.
only saw half
Such
of
a
it
good
all
movie.
until like the battle scenes. I didn't see the battle scenes. I didn't get that far. I need to fucking rewatch that shit now that we're talking about it.
So good.
It's just
So,
like this. It's when they rip away all the funny. Anything you thought was funny is just...
Full Metal
Well, there was a
Jacket.
suicide. That wasn't too funny.
That was the funniest part of the movie.
You didn't see it?
Yeah, you didn't see that shit?
Yeah.
It was comedy.
No, but that Full Metal Jacket to me is two movies, and a lot of people agree. Like, there's
Yeah.
the first part in boot camp, Leonard Pyle kills himself. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, it's fucking 40 years. It's older than I am by like a decade. Fucking go watch it if you haven't seen it. I'm sorry if I'm ruining it for you. But
Spoil
like,
it
and then
for
the second half they're in Vietnam, but Kubrick didn't want to do a fucking another Vietnam movie in the jungle, so he sets it in like the cities of fucking Vietnam, which isn't, you don't really see that in any other Vietnam movies at all, really.
No.
I think maybe there's a scene or two in Casualties of War, but I don't like the second half as much. I love it, it's good, but whenever I watch Full Metal Jacket, I'm like, it blows his brains out. It's like, all right, in my head they just rolled the credits. That movie's over now.
Yeah.
Because that, to me, that's the only part that I ever want to watch. Because it's the best. Arlie Ermey's in it. That dude's improvising some of those lines, which Stanley Kubrick wouldn't even let happen in most of his movies.
Really?
Yeah, so Kubrick was a perfectionist. He was, like,
Yeah.
over the top about, like, he would take scenes, like, 50 to 100 times to where, like, actors would be exhausted. Like, I'm never going to work with this fucking guy ever again. Like, that's why you never see the same actors in Kubrick's movies, because they're just like, fuck, can't do this. And then, like, Kubrick would never recast people. It was crazy the way that he did shit.
He did
There was
The
somebody
Shining, right?
Yeah, so he actually drove Shelley Duvall crazy.
That's what
during
I was
that
about
movie.
to say, yeah.
And she was losing her fucking mind. It was because Kubrick would physically like not physically abuse her, but like yell at her. He'd be like, you're an absolute moron, Shelley. Like trying to get her to go crazy during the movie.
Freak
and
her out
make
for the
them
acting.
redo the takes like 100 times, which would fucking increase the anxiety. And then he burned all of his extra reels. But the thing that was interesting to me in Full Metal Jacket was Arlie Ermey was an actual, I think he was a drill sergeant, or he was a combat veteran, one of the two. Or he might have been both.
You're talking about the sergeant?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
sergeant
got the
screaming in
military
everybody's face.
background in real
Yeah, he
life.
definitely does.
Yeah, so but he was supposed to just be a consultant for the movie, and he saw the guy that was doing. He saw the actor that was playing what was going to be his part eventually. He was like, I could do a way better job. So he had his friend videotape him and with a camcorder while he had another friend throw tennis balls at him, just chuck them at him. He said, just keep throwing them at me, right at my face. I have to duck them. And he would just like, as he's like ducking tennis balls from his friend and being recorded, he was like improvising lines of like how he would do drill sergeant shit. And
Getting up in their faces and shit.
Well, he showed it to Kubrick, and then he was like, if you can do that under this type of pressure, cool, you're in. And he was like one of the only actors that he let improvise lines. And that movie's so fucking funny right in the beginning. Like, all of his lines. I fucking love that movie. Sorry, I just went a whole Full Metal
The guy
Jacket.
died actually like in the past like 2 years, I think.
Yeah,
he was
he
in
died recently.
Saving Silverman too. He actually like his career
Yeah.
blew up because of that
He
movie,
used to do,
isn't it?
yeah, he used to do Mail Call on Discovery Channel, or it might have been History Channel, but yeah, he'd do Mail Call for years and years, and a bunch of movies. He was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot. He was in all kinds of shit.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Not the newest. If there's a newest one,
There's like
I don't-
1,000 of them.
The one from
there's
2000.
1,000.
The one from like 2005. That one.
Yeah.
He's in that one.
I don't know.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 20.
We watched one, me and the
Saturday.
6-year-old boy, on Saturday. I think it was like 2010. He's in that one. It's like Texas Chainsaw the beginning.
Oh, you're already showing him like crazy shit.
He's been watching
I got a boy coming, so
scary
I.
movies since he was like
That's awesome.
3 or
Baby.
4.
He loves them?
Like,
No
he
judgment.
knows-
I'm not fucking
Or is he-
judging you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, you said he was
I'm like,
scared.
when's the time that I can start showing my kid like this crazy? Because I got a
2.
4-year-old.
2 or 3.
A couple
She's into
days.
super girly shit. She's not gonna be. I don't feel like she's gonna
Yeah.
dig it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Addie
the
has
little-
like
But
pictures.
boy,
I'll
yeah.
print them out on like the internet. Like when he asks for pictures, he'll have me like print him out Chucky or Freddy Krueger. He knows Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers.
Oh,
He's got a
fuck yeah,
Michael
dude.
Myers tattoo
Conjuring
on his
stuff.
arm right now.
Yeah, he actually
He was
has
like
that.
jumping
It's real.
up and down in the store
It's
about
not
it.
real.
Yeah, you let him get a tattoo? Oh, you guys are the
just
coolest
our
parents.
movie. Sorry.
Parental
No,
give
we
permission.
He was off school yesterday, and went to his grandma's or whatever. Came back and he's got tattoos.
You're like, I'm smoking a bowl with him. Me and him
all
just
up and down
chiefing
his
up.
arms. Probably like 15 each. Those little water ones, and I'm like, they're gonna say something to him at school, even though
But
they're
he's got
fake.
long sleeves
Like,
on.
Yeah.
Did they say? Do they really give a shit about that stuff? Like he's got
I
fake
don't know.
tattoos on his arm, so
Well, it's not just a fake tattoo. Like, he more or less gave himself sleeves yesterday with water. Yeah, he figured out how to do it himself, too, which is, like, I got one of his on right here. It's kind of coming off.
that's a
but
badass one. It's a shark.
Yeah.
I'm
Looks
really
like a
into
tuna
sharks.
fish.
I can't make it swim. Too fat.
Just gotta lift a little.
No, I've got the technique. You just hit here, and then the waves will travel. Up your
yeah,
fat.
that way it looks like it's underwater. You know. It's the perfect way of doing it.
It's just the wind blowing the water, making it look wobbly.
Look, I can make the waves refract.
Yeah.
Look,
just
check
these
it out.
weird cellulite dimples in my fat fucking arm.
Don't mind the Jello noises.
So before we were, when I was like, who we having on? He's like, just my friends. They're funny, inaccurate. But he was also like, he was like, Stephanie has crazy stories from something. What's your
You were a
crazy
medical
shit?
assistant,
want
correct?
Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
I want you to do the medical assistant story of the girl. How long did you say her hair was? But it was like, she had a crazy ingrown hair in her
Oh.
vagina.
Tell me.
And you got to watch
Tell us
him?
from the beginning.
Way to bury the lead there, Alex.
It was like like when I started working at the one office, which I'm not going to say where it's at.
You don't have to.
I'm
Don't
not gonna-
do it.
But when I stayed there the longest, but there was a girl that had an abscess in her groin area, and so the doctor had to lance it. Well,
Lance
first they
it?
have to So first they have to shoot lidocaine in it with a big long needle to numb it, and then they go in and then they take a scalpel to open it up. Then they have to like push all the abscess out.
Is it like pus?
Yeah. Well, I had to leave the room because I started blacking out
Because it was just that gross.
It's just disgusting, and it was an ingrown hair. Yeah,
How big was it?
it was huge, like
If you had to say a size,
She's holding up a size of
like
a
around
chipmunk.
that area, but you could see like the infection because her leg had like a red line down.
Oh,
it.
that's when you were about to die because that's when the blood starts getting infected and starts traveling towards the
I mean,
heart.
she didn't look like she was gonna die, but
Like what, like
No,
size
but that
of a
red
Can you
line
die?
is
Yeah.
a blood
Can you die
infection.
from an abscess?
well,
on your genitals?
if you become septic, the infection goes into your blood.
Yeah, I guess if you don't get that
That's
shit
what that
checked
red
out.
line is. Because I had a friend that started having that. And they were like, if you didn't get this checked out, that red line is it traveling in your blood. You're basically it's killing your body right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna
So
go
That's wild.
gangrenous.
yeah.
So, okay, so how does something like that happen? Do you think it was an ingrown hair?
Yeah.
An ingrown hair grew up the size of a small chipmunk on their body.
Bro, you've never got weird ingrown hair and had to pop it on the side of your dick or something?
No,
Never?
no.
Am I the only one?
The side of your dick,
Yeah.
Cody.
What's going on with you?
Base of my dick.
How many hairs come
hold
off your
on.
dick in a month?
Do you guys shave the? Hold on.
Thousands.
How much shaft hair do you guys get? Do you guys get any shaft
I'm
hair?
Italian. I'm quite a.
You got a hairy shaft, right? You got to shave
Yeah.
the shaft.
I gotta
You
keep
never.
it trim.
Well, when you shave the shaft of your dick, do you ever get an ingrown hair on it?
No, I'm
Never.
not- how are you shaving it?
With a razor. How the fuck do you shave it? What do you fucking?
You just
Guarded-
trim
guarded
it.
Are you
shears.
sandpaper? You
Hold
just
on.
take sandpaper.
Are you cutting it to
Sandpaper.
bare? Like you're trying to be raw, like clean like a turtle shell?
I was until I kept getting ingrown hairs, and then I was like, I got to do something about
gotta
this. Gotta
trim it,
trimmer.
dude. That's
I
the
know. I
trick.
didn't learn this until I was 4 years old.
24.
No, I
you got
agree.
all these
20
ingrown hairs.
I'm almost 26 now.
You
24.
put the number 1 on it.
I was
and
like, I
just
gotta figure
close
this
it
out.
up.
Trim it or get waxed.
No, don't.
Would
get
you
it.
get your pubes waxed, Cody?
No, what am I retarded?
Nope.
Now.
All
What if
I'll
it
do
was free?
I'll do it for the podcast, but nothing else. And you have to film it, and we have to watch it.
I would
but
never
that's the
get
only
waxed.
way.
Wait.
Would you really?
Would you
Yeah.
get your balls waxed?
No,
Because they do
no.
like the whole package.
No, I'll let them do a strip on the top of the fucking the top of the gross patch, but
Oh my
nothing
God.
else.
I wish we knew about this earlier.
I know.
We could have planned
'Cause
this
she's-
Pat,
out.
I have a wax kit. You
Yeah.
could have done it.
Like you could have done.
I would've-
It right
I would've-
It's easy.
The honor would have been mine.
Why, Pat? Can I get Luke's little cute hands on it? Those freckles. I want those
What,
freckles.
you think I'm
next
gonna be
time.
He's
rough?
gonna video it.
Prop him up on the
alright.
table.
Look, I won't be rough.
Somebody
I
grab
don't want
legs.
his hairy Italian mitts, his greasy fucking sausage making fingers on my salchicha, right? I want this fucking
Would it
this
make you-
cute
I'll
little
wash my
freckled
hands.
redhead on my shit. Luke, go get that smile out of here, son. You gonna wax my taint, buddy? Come on now.
I
Also, on a
you,
guy-
bud.
That's a true friendship.
I got you.
You know another thing that I've been confused about my whole life? What is the taint? What's the taint? Is that just? I
That's
thought it
the
was just your
gooch.
pubes. I thought it was just your pubes.
No,
but-
it's that weird in between thing. It's
the
kind of
gooch.
like
Gooch. Right?
The in between skin between
Yeah.
your
What is it called?
anus and your.
So wait,
heart.
what is it for a woman? Because that's
Same.
a little piece of aluminum
that's the
foil for a
perineum.
woman.
So there's
For a
scientific.
woman, it's one. Like I've been in. Like
It's the
It's actually-
gooch.
It's actually the like
Women don't
when
have a
a
gooch,
woman is
dum-dum.
having a baby, like they like massage that so that it stretches. So
That's pretty neat.
The woman can have the baby so they don't rip.
But I've heard girls refer to their taint, and I'm like, you're
Yes.
talking about that little piece of aluminum foil that holds your butthole and your fucking vagina apart?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what
it's same for
terrifies
us.
me?
It's
So
like
it's just a
a-
gooch. The taint is just a gooch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the neck of an iguana,
Okay.
like that dewlap thing.
It's like a turkey neck.
My whole
or-
life, I thought it was just my pubes. I thought it was the fucking fat upper penis area.
No, that's your fupa.
So
Yeah, it's
you
a-
used to think. So you used
I
to
know.
think when people said I got kicked in the gooch, they were
No,
saying
I knew
they
what gooch
kicked
was.
me in my dick
Bro,
hair.
I know what a gooch was.
And
I
our
didn't. I
fupa.
didn't know that the gooch and the taint were synonymous. I thought that the taint was something different. I thought these were different terms.
Dare you kick my pube hair?
Okay.
You're looking at me like I'm a fool.
You are a fool.
What? Because I never looked up taint.
You should know your body, Cody.
Or pick up on fucking context.
Tell me what your gallbladder does right now, Pat.
It produces
It filters out bile.
I was about to say
Don't
bile.
use the
It's
medical
for your
professional
intestines.
Bullshit.
You
I fucking knew the
liar.
answer. I swear I knew the answer. All right.
What's your
Because I had
pancreas
kidney
do?
stones, so I'm scared that I'm gonna get gallbladder stones.
Okay.
What's your pancreas do?
Gallstone.
Pancreas? I don't fucking know. I don't
Yeah,
give a
you
shit.
should know your body, Pat. Why don't you know your body, bud?
What is your what was your appendix meant for, Cody?
It actually in caveman
Shut the
times
fuck
was
up.
used to eat raw meat. No, the reason it shrunk is because we don't eat raw meat anymore, and over the course of hundreds of thousands of years, it has slowly started to just shrink a little bit.
He's such a fucking rascal.
I know what the appendix is used for, you son of a bitch.
It's a
It was
well-
used to process raw
well-chosen
meat
word.
better.
He called you a rascal with disdain in his voice.
Fucking rascal.
I don't think anyone has done
Right,
that
Charlie
since
Chaplin.
like the early 50s. At like
Yeah, relax,
earliest.
Groucho Marx. You all right? What's wrong?
Jerk. So you've done you've seen all kinds of fucked up shit then. I'm sure. Now, have
What
you ever
else?
witnessed
What do
like
you
a
got?
birth?
No, I've,
No.
No.
What about ass boils?
Because
Did
all
you
that
get to see
shit.
'em?
No.
Yeah, but all that shit about like birth that freaks me out. That I'm like, I'm really glad I'm not a woman. Is that
you don't wanna
sometimes
watch,
your
like,
vaginas
videos.
rip to your asshole.
I'm about to see that soon.
Yes. But I mean, I didn't have kids that way. I had C-section, so.
God, that sounds fucking
C-section
nightmarish.
seems like the right way to go. My girlfriend doesn't want to do it at all. She's like, nope.
You know,
natural
there's
birth.
people out there on the internet that have like groups against people who get C-sections, saying they're not mothers.
Hilarious.
They're saying that's not
what the
giving
fuck?
birth. They're saying that's not giving birth.
Hey, I
the
just wanted
kid's
to save my
alive.
vagina, so I got C-sections. It's
Smart.
fine.
I will say, as probably horrific as birth is for a woman, like that C-section thing, it's straight out of a Rob Zombie.
Dude, I saw a fucking
'Cause,
video
like,
of
They
it.
pull your guts out. They take
Yeah,
your guts
yeah.
and they,
They
set
put a
them down.
curtain like on her
crazy.
face, but they sit
Can
you
we
like
watch a
where the
C-section
curtain is,
video?
and you're like,
Can we watch one?
how are you like? Yeah, I mean they get wrist deep.
I've seen it.
Like,
I've seen them
wrist
before.
Deep in there, like, oh no. Yeah,
It's,
it
it's
doesn't
fucking.
look
It's
good.
like you're dipping your hands into like a puddle of like
Yeah.
bloody fluid, and you
Yeah.
pull out a fucking baby.
Yeah, well then they gotta get the fluid, some pop into different buckets and stuff too.
I just don't. These people get fucking paid for this shit, dude.
Guy Shroop.
You want to see the Bill Burr of doctors? Tell us what a C-section is.
Procedure we'll do in the operating room, where we make a small incision in the lower abdomen and into the uterus and deliver the baby through that incision.
This
It's a
guy's seen
procedure
some
we
shit.
decide to do once the physician and the patient have sat down and decided that's the best course of action for mom and baby. So we
That's
get
the
the
same
best.
guy from the retard porn video for sure.
It's the same guy.
He just put teeth in.
He just came back from his rehearsal for it, you know? Now he's a fucking C-section doctor.
We'll have to deliver baby.
Hold on. I want to cut to the meat and the potatoes.
Well, the soup.
You might
The
want to look
human
up a
soup.
different video.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yep. You're getting in the guts.
And we'll make an incision in the uterus and deliver the baby through that incision. Once we're done with that, we actually will put the incision back together with dissolvable sutures, so those
It's
don't
quite
even need
horrible
be
to watch,
removed.
to be honest.
You'll go to a recovery room for a short period of time, and then up to your postpartum room, where you'll stay for 2 or 3 days.
Cody, can I
The
ask you
whole
something?
This is super cool one though. This
Did you
one
see
looks
that
way
though? That
cooler.
was like 3 inches of just raw.
So,
Yeah.
Dude, you can see cut open.
Oh, bro, this one's gonna be wild. Y'all ready?
Yep.
No.
Fuck.
Listen to the music just to calm your nerves before they slice this motherfucker up.
What if there's no anesthetic? She's just screaming the whole time. Ah! Ah! They have to hold her down, put a wood block in her
They
mouth.
put her to sleep.
Ah!
Yeah, because you're awake for it. She's got enough anesthesia. Yeah, just
They need to put me to sleep when this is happening. Holy
Cody, do you
fuck.
think so you're gonna like watch the whole thing, aren't you?
As much as I can stand.
I was gonna say, like, have you ever fainted before? Like, do you think you could faint?
Do you plan to be
I don't like
conscious
stuff like this. I don't like it at all.
when
This is
she
making me
goes
real
into birth?
Dude, how do
Oh!
doctors do this shit, man? Like,
Oh!
how did you do this, Stephanie? How did you be around all this horrible human nastiness? Dude, that's all the fat they're slicing up right
Yeah.
there, you know?
If it was me, there'd be 9 fucking layers. They'd never get to the baby.
It's like a
The baby
lasagna
would
up in
die.
here.
That baby would die before I got out. Before you got it out of that. It doesn't even look like skin and flesh.
Maybe that's why they painted, what is it, iodine? Is that what they cover the wound in?
Yeah, and they do it so slow that, like, 'cause you can't just be like,
It's just crazy. They just go in there and pulling shit apart and
see?
all that stuff. Like, oh,
that's what I saw. And I was like,
I don't think
my
I don't know
God.
if I could watch.
Luke, look at the screen.
Nah, I'm cool.
Luke,
But
I
it's
sat in
giving
here
life,
while there was
Luke.
fucking tarantula videos playing for fucking 2 hours. Look at the screen.
You didn't have to look at the screen
Look at the
either.
screen, you little bitch.
And you did.
I hate you.
Dude,
Oh!
I just the whole slicing and dicing and just ripping apart is just like, man, this is brutal as fuck.
well, they just get in.
Like, how battle
I
hardened do
feel
you
like
have
they
to
don't
be as
even
a
know what they're
surgeon
doing right here. They're
to
just
just
like
go so
putting
nonchalant?
scissors in there.
Just do
fucking-
it.
They got their foot up on the lady's tit
Yeah,
while they're
look,
pulling
there's
her fucking belly
5
apart.
people holding it open like a giant hole. Yeah, they got to get all the.
Oh, they got a scoop.
Yeah, see.
They got a fucking scoop.
We got an ice cream scoop. Hold on, let's get some of those guts
Oh,
out of
they're
there.
putting it's a baby's fucking head, dude. This is weird. I feel like I'm actually watching this shit.
You
I mean, that's
are,
it. I'm
dum-dum.
watching, but I mean, like,
That's-
they're in person.
Dude,
Look at
that's
Luke.
the
He looked for
sack,
1
yeah.
second. He's about to black out. Luke's minutes away from blacking out.
No.
Hear all the clanking and shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah, when they rip
Wait,
the
hold
baby
on,
out.
hold
Oh, they yank
yeah.
it?
Yeah, watch.
Oh, no, I
Ready?
don't.
Sam the attic stacks out.
The
Ready?
suction.
Ready?
They gotta make it quick, right?
Kinda. It's
Oh my
fucked up.
god, look at this
see?
shit.
That's a baby head.
It's a fucking baby vehicle.
Yeah.
Whoa!
What
the Whoa! Did you see
Ready?
the head pop out?
Ready? Whoop! They'll just pick it up, dude.
Oh my god.
Right by the head and neck.
Stephanie, this happened to you.
3 times.
Oh my god, dude.
Told me everybody's scared.
Oh my god. Cody, how are you gonna do this?
Everybody's scared to hold a baby. Did you see how they got it out? They basically put an Undertaker chokehold and just pulled that baby out, lifted up by his pinky toe, and just like swung him around on the doctor's back while he's sewing them back together. Like,
Oh my
Cause see, they'll put
God.
a curtain like, say Steph's like, right above, right
Into
about
the
the
mic.
end of her, right about the end of her ribs is right here, okay, on the
Yeah.
table. So she's got the curtain there, and I can hold her hand. She's smiling and stuff, and like right here is where you're seeing
there's a Joe Rogan joke
all
about
that
it. He's
going
talking
down
about
right
it.
there. And she's like, "Oh, is it going well?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't
Rogan's-
really know."
What'd
Rogan
he
got a
say?
great joke. He was like, as long as she's on the epidural, you're over here. It's a wonderful world. There's roses. Oh, we're having a baby. This is amazing. And you look down, and it's just a fucking Hellraiser movie. There's chains, and fucking everything's being split open. There's blood, and you're like, there's crying babies. You're like, holy shit. And you look back, and it's all flowers
It's a
and
Cannibal
love.
Corpse album
You're like,
cover
holy
back there.
Fuck.
Yeah, 'cause she kept asking me like, "So how's it going?" I'm like,
Oh, so you were like,
Good,
did you? So you were obviously you had like,
I was awake. I couldn't feel anything.
yeah, but
From your
did you
neck
feel
down.
them like tugging
It's a
and
lot
shit
of,
like
like,
that?
pressure.
Like were you
Yeah,
moving and shit? Like,
yeah.
oh my god, someone's hands are in me right now.
It's weird when like they're
There's
pushing
a
the baby out to like come out and they're
You feel
lot
it?
of pressure. Yeah, because they're
Oh
all
my
like
God.
like the doctor's like pushing on your stomach.
To like squeeze it out, like
To push
it's
them
massive. It's like the ultimate pimple popper.
Right. Yes.
You know.
"Yeah."
That's fucking
But
wild.
dude, dead on that video, right where this thing
That was-
sitting right here.
God.
I saw that where 4 people are like holding it open and they
How long
cut
did you
the
look
sack.
for?
I kept looking because I was like, this is kind of.
It's my baby, but fuck. Oh god, it's so bad.
This is really-
oh Jesus.
It's too
Did you
fucked
look?
up to turn
Did
away.
you ever peek through the curtain?
Like a car crash.
Like open the curtain.
Yeah,
and
like
just,
when you see a car coming like 50 miles an hour and some
No,
fucking
my
idiot decides to ride their bike across
My first one
crosswalk,
was
like,
recorded on a video
I gotta
camera,
watch
so I
TV.
saw that.
Hold on.
Like, so it saw like I saw parts of them, like when they were like, because they let my ex like videotape part of it. So
So you get to see
Well, I
what
saw
it
my
looked like.
birth. I saw my
Yeah.
birth because I was a cesarean section also, but my dad didn't really record he didn't record the surgery part. Like he recorded a little bit of it, and then he moved back over to my mom, and the next thing you know, I'm there.
Yeah.
So I saw the first moments that I entered the world, which was weird. Like this is
That's
fucking
pretty cool.
strange.
I bet that is very weird. I never
Yeah.
got to see mine.
Yeah, I saw a VHS tape of it. I was like, "Can I watch this?" And she was like, "Yeah, it's a C-section. You don't see anything fucked up." And I was like, "Well, what about the surgery
you
part?"
see that.
And he was like, "My mom was like, your dad didn't want to videotape the surgery part of it." And I was like, "Okay." And I watched it. It was like, "This is fucking wild watching yourself be born." I was like, "This is fucking insane."
It's pretty wild to even think about.
It is a crazy thought when you put it that way.
Yeah.
Watching yourself be born. Yeah.
Bro,
like
it's
looking
wild.
at
How
a
many of you guys have seen yourself be born?
I haven't.
Any of you guys?
No.
Luke?
That is a crazy, probably. I bet that would be wild to watch.
I got to watch it with my mom. It was fucking intense. I was like, "Holy shit, this was my first moment on Earth." Like, holy fuck, this is strange.
And then you look over your mom, you're like, "It came out of you?"
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You must be wrecked.
Yeah.
I fucked you up probably.
Look at his head, dude. No wonder it was a cesarean section. That pussy would be toe up, the flow up, girl. What the fuck?
Oh my fuck.
I know they use like some weird.
Mom's got to start dating
prongs.
NBA stars. Sorry, go ahead, Luke.
They use some weird prongs to get me out.
What do you mean?
oh,
And-
forceps.
Yeah, and my head.
Do you have
was
that
at-
weird banana head thing?
My mom called me Gumby because of the shape of my head. She still calls
that-
me Gumby to this day.
Oh,
every
really?
now and again.
Is it because of the clamps?
when they use forceps
I
to
can't
get a
hear you.
baby out.
Say it in the mic, Luke.
Because of my head shape. Have you never seen Gumby?
I've seen Gumby. I'm asking
Well,
if
yeah.
the clamps did that or you were
Yeah.
just like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love Google.
Yeah, like sometimes babies have weird shapes to their head because of the way that
Well, their skulls aren't fully developed, right?
when you
Yeah.
grab their head by forceps, it changes their skull.
Don't they also have like 100 more bones than like an adult?
What?
I think babies are born
don't
with
think
more.
that's
I think
true at all.
I think it is true. I think I'm right
Look
on
it up.
this.
Where do your bones go then?
They
They-
just form into the
they-
other ones.
Yeah,
They you never heard of that?
look it up.
No, that.
Everybody's calling me stupid.
Wait, what is it?
Look up how many bones do babies have more bones than adults? That's the best way to Google that.
What the fuck are you talking about, Patrick?
I'm about to teach you something, little boy.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, look at all.
How do they have three?
Babies have more bones than adults because as they shut up, hold on. Because as they grow up, some of the bones fuse together to form one bone. Bitch, they have parts to one bone. They have 3 parts to one bone.
It's still
That's
more
like-
bones.
They have, and it
Oh,
says they have
you-
more cartilage than bone.
You want to be right so bad, but you are so wrong.
Those
Cody.
are those
Those
are
bones
sub
fuse together and turn into one bone, which tells me those aren't really bones. Those are.
They're separate.
sub
A bone is one bone.
Until-
Bones is more than one bone. But if they go
Well,
back
the bones
together,
in
then it's
their
a
head
bone.
aren't all together when they're born. They fuse together
And become one thing,
when
right?
that soft spot closes
But
up.
technically,
For
they
some
were-
people.
How long does a soft spot take
Some
to?
people keep
like
the
2
soft
months.
spot.
2 months.
Yeah,
That's pretty wild. A baby is born and their brain is still.
like
Fucking
that one
out
area
there.
right there. Yeah.
That's
That's fucking
that
crazy.
trips me out every time I think about it. I'm like,
And then you can see
I don't
their
even want to
heart
touch my own
beating
head.
through
It gives
keep
me like
it alive.
anxiety. I'm like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah,
Does
it's gonna
any
be
of this-
really weird once like you actually have it in your arms. You're like, this is such a fragile thing I got right
Yeah.
now.
Does
That's gonna be
medical-
wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking crazy. I can't wait. I just saw. We just got a picture of my baby's
saw that,
profile.
dude.
He's got a big old fucking beak like me.
What was that
Big
like?
old, big old schnoz on him.
Seeing that, where you're like, holy shit.
It was wild.
Where you're like, this is fucking.
He got
real.
himself in the position too. Like he's all ready to be born correctly. Like Allie was like, oh fuck, my insides hurt. I feel like he's turning around to get ready to be born. He's upside down, like ready,
ready.
to come out.
When
Correct
when
way.
is he due?
January 12th. We think he's gonna come early though. She's gonna try to get induced so that tax shit. But
So when do you plan to stop
Yeah.
drinking so you're not blacked out when she goes into labor?
see, no, this is why I'm
Intervention!
3 drinks a day, so that I can't really get drunk. I get enough to where it's like,
Get
well,
a nice little buzz.
yeah, well, not even a nice buzz, just
So
like
that you don't get the shakes.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's the one.
Well, if she gets an induced time, like you can get 3 drinks in before that time frame.
Well,
So
no,
you'd be
I'm gonna try my best to be sober.
You know what else I heard? Doesn't it
I
make
hope
it?
she doesn't listen to this.
Sometimes does it
Be
make
so
it
mad.
make it easier for the baby to be born if it's not C-section if they have sex right before it happens?
Oh yeah, it helps induce the baby coming. They say.
That I couldn't imagine doing something like that. Be like,
Are you
you're
smashing
about to have a baby.
after the
I
episode?
can't
You can't
imagine
imagine
right now.
fucking your
Rachel
pregnant
have kids.
girlfriend.
In the hospital.
You
So
can't
are
imagine
you not
fucking
gonna
your
have
pregnant
sex?
girlfriend.
No, well, totally. I mean, how the fuck did
Then
they
what are you
get there?
talking about, you moron?
I'm just saying, like in the room when they're given labor, like
No,
oh,
you
have that.
fucking idiot. That's what you
Not like
call
when
it.
the baby's coming out, but like right before that.
Patrick,
you know?
what you heard-
obviously, I don't know my shit. when it
Before I
comes to
agreed
that.
to what you said, I thought you were saying, doesn't having sex help
that true?
induce the baby? That part is true.
He's
No,
thinking
listen to
you
me.
hopping on in the.
You don't do it in the
Hold
fucking
on.
room, you
What's
dumb dumb.
real? What's real?
Having sex helps to like it breaks the water and helps the baby come.
It softens. It does something to the cervix, so then the baby comes. So then.
But only if you're dropping clips, Pat.
No, you need the sperm.
Alex is like
I
slamming.
love how you thought that doctors are in hospitals like, sir, we're going to need you to fuck your wife so we can induce this labor.
Who knows?
You fucking maniac.
Who knows?
To hook you up with a couple suite,
So wait, are you saying
fat ass hospital bed where you just smash
here? I
right
got you a
before
heated
labor?
blanket. I'm gonna put the curtain over.
Pat is
You know?
so dumb. Oh man.
Just
Well,
You
Pat,
know?
we gave her the epidural. She passes out while you're doing your thing. She already signed the paperwork. So get that baby out of her, boy. Get it in.
No pain, no gain.
no pain, no gain.
Yeah, it's just that whole
Can you believe Pat owns a house? No. How did this happen?
Come on, guys.
Who let you buy a house? Did you
Come on,
tell
you got
that-
me all wrong.
You didn't tell that
here.
story at the bank before you were signing mortgage loans, did you? Because they would have been
You
like,
wanna
no
hear it?
way is this man paying mortgage loans. No way.
Is it-
He doesn't know what a mortgage is.
So do you have to
Sounds
watch
that
us
you're making with your
fuck
mouth.
before you give us
So
this
am I
line?
fucking or am I slamming? You know, before this goes down.
With what, the loan?
Is that what you call having sex? You say slamming? Babe, you trying to slam?
Yeah, I'm trying to get. You trying to slam?
What are
Trying
you
to
going to
get
loan
this
me?
ham hog cock inside you?
It's worth it.
Patrick makes it real romantic. Trying to get this ham hog cock inside you. Trying to feel
Slamming
that-
is where you orgasm and then you suplex her right
I'm
afterwards.
trying to feel them guts.
Slayer with your
Oh,
orc
God.
sword.
Or vice versa. Whoever finishes who.
What the fuck?
I can only get so erect, fellas. Settle down.
Well, I mean, you could always just have a floppy, and you can still come from that, Cody.
Facts.
Facts.
See?
Yeah.
It's
Get
not
you.
preferable.
Pat's
It's
learning a lot tonight, dude. You cannot fuck on the operating table before a C-section.
No,
Yeah,
not on the
birth.
operating table. Let's say you get a room beforehand.
Sorry to
you
disappoint
know?
you, Pat.
You get a room all to yourself. You know, the
Yeah.
doctors give you some scented candles.
It's called the fuck chamber. It's right next to the chapel.
yeah, with a sex
That's why they
swing.
put that couch in your room before you go in to deliver. Just so you don't mess
She's
the bed.
contracting. It's time to initiate the sex. Go in the fuck dungeon next to the chapel.
You wouldn't believe how many priests walk into the wrong door.
Damn.
All right, we're at an hour. Can we put a pin in it?
Yeah, I gotta take a piss.
So do I. We'll be back, fuck faces. And we're back.
Back.
This episode, as all episodes, are sponsored by the amazing, the fantastic, the talented, the incredible, the huge dick,
The beautiful.
Anthony Tank Mansfield. That's Neil to No One, or KNEELTONOONE.com. If you want to check out any of his dope ass glasses, which I'm holding up right now. He's got an awesome samurai sifter glass, which me, Alex, and Pat are all holding up. On one side, there's the Neil to No One font. There's 2 samurai swords on both opposite ends of the glass, and then this awesome this incredible samurai mask. It makes all your drinks taste better. He didn't pay us to say that. I'm telling you that when I drink alcohol out of this glass, it tastes better. Well, it doesn't, but just go buy it because it's cool.
No, it
It's
tastes
got some
better.
dope
No,
art.
it tastes better. Makes my water better.
And he's also got these glasses, the Hop Thulu glass. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. It looks like a normal glass, but with a gangster-ass Hop Thulu, where he has a hop beard. It's the Cthulhu design. He's got enamel pins, a bunch of cool T-shirts. He'll do art for your house. You want like cheeseburger fucking like slaps or whatever. He'll do that for you. You want retard porn? Well, I don't know if he's gonna do that for you, but it wouldn't hurt to ask. Commission that
See what
man.
he says.
Hit him up. Get a T-shirt. Get a pin. Get a glass. Buy shit from the man. We love him. Go see his art events. All right. Anything
Yeah.
else on that?
Cheers to Mansfield.
Cheers to
to
Mansfield.
You know, I actually feel like I could see him doing a slap of that dude in that video going and with the bottom line saying "Mert."
He's listening right now. Man, I know you don't want to because this could jeopardize your career, but you have to
I
now.
could see.
Can you give us like a picture anonymously?
Yeah, can you give us a picture anonymously and we totally won't sell you up the river.
Yeah.
Please
I mean,
give
I
me
will,
a
but-
glass that says orgasms and retard. Please.
Why isn't that a meme somewhere?
It should be after this episode.
Orgasms.
Anybody
and
that's listening
retard.
that's from the group, fucking make that a meme.
Don't make that. Here's what you make it. You have to make it the fucking Facebook. Like, you know how you have the thing on Facebook where like you can do the like it puts up like awkwardly nervous person, but it looks like it's in a video game font and there's shit behind them. Orgasms and retard with the parentheses around it, and that's your Facebook profile picture. You're really a fan of the Bastard Sermon? You're gonna change it after this week. Any real fans out there? I mean, we're all doing it. Me, Luke, and Pat all agreed outside that we were doing this. Orgasms and retard over whatever you're. I'll make it. Actually, I know how to do this. I can make one of those. What's it called, Pat? Where you put those the
A meme.
I'll do it.
It's not a meme, dumbass. The thing that you put over. No, you fool.
A banner.
Yeah, a banner. Yeah. Wait, the banner's the thing behind your profile picture.
That's a cover
No,
photo.
Oh yeah, that is a cover. Okay, he's right. A banner. I'll make the banner. If I make the banner, let's all fucking do that. Orgasms and retard. It doesn't matter if it's just for one day, but can we do that?
That's fine.
Yeah, you got to make a second one there for the people that are shy. Like, do a Mark Safe from orgasming and retard.
No, we do an event. We do it like we fool Facebook into thinking that a tragedy happened. We call it orgasms and retard. And then people can mark safe from that tragedy. Like fucking Patrick marked himself safe from orgasms and retard. That pops up in your fucking notifications. And sure, you unfriend Pat, but you also Google it to see what happened.
Yeah,
and
like,
boom,
what
the
is that?
Bastard Sermon pops up. Free advertising, motherfuckers.
My mom, Alexander, what happened today?
If we can get
Nothing, I'm
everybody,
safe.
we don't talk about this enough, but if we can get everybody in the Bastard Sermon Facebook group, if you go to the Facebook page, if you want to check out our community, it's the Bastard Sermon Facebook group. There's 1,000 something
Podcast group.
members that post, the podcast group, that post every fucking like 10 minutes. There's a new fucking porn or somebody committing suicide, and I have to yell at them and send them a message.
Recently, there was a threatening.
Fucking
What, there was a
everything.
threatening? What do you mean?
Wait, what? What happened?
If someone was threatening, like, if I find out, like, revenge porn is being sent around.
Oh, yeah, I know who that was.
And I'm like,
I
why
found
the
out-
fuck are they telling
My-
us this on
Bro,
our page?
I talked to that person.
Bro, my girlfriend looked that person up, and she was like, "Did you see the post on your page? I think it already got shut down. Did you take it down?"
Yeah, I talked to her about
But
it.
she was
It's
like-
a friend of mine.
But Allie was like, "Did you? Oh, it's a friend of yours. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I won't finish my thought. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it right there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I
Yeah,
understand.
she's a friend. All right, I'll
I don't
stop
know
right
why
now.
it was posted there. It was very strange. I was like, is someone in here doing that?
If
That's
I
what
say
I
it-
was worried
if
about.
I
I was
say
like,
it, is she gonna listen?
I don't know.
say it. All right, okay.
I don't know.
I see what your eyes are
Maybe.
telling me right now.
Possibly.
Probably don't say it.
She posts on the page like all the time,
All
so
the
I would
time.
assume she probably does, and she travels a lot.
I did see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I talked to her, and I got it all figured out, but it was just like a what the fuck? Actually, I should tell you about that guy.
Does her
Like,
name rhyme with Shelby?
Shelby?
Okay, so it's not Shelby. Okay, that's the person that posts in the group all the time. That posts.
Oh, no, it wasn't Shelby. No.
That girl posted, so I don't know who she is, but she posts every 4 minutes, and it's a fucking suicide picture half the time. I'm
It's
like,
always something
God
ridiculous.
damn it! Stop posting.
well,
She gets
if
blocked
she
all the
dies,
time,
we
like-
have something to talk about.
Fair
We
enough.
do. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, keep posting that shit. I mean, our page hasn't been taken down
But-
yet. And we have like 1,000 fucking community standard
But
violations.
here's the point: if you're in that group and you're listening to this fucking episode, change your goddamn profile picture to the banner that I'm gonna make. I swear to God, I'll make it so easy. I can make a little banner. It's a PNG. You fucking upload that shit yourself. Make it orgasms and retard over your profile picture. You're a real fan. You're dedicated. Western Buckley, Tiff Coleman, fucking Steve Worth. Who else? Eric Grounds. Fucking any of you fucks that have been around from the beginning. And the Australian hasn't been around from the beginning. But goddamn it, you're dedicated. And you're in another continent.
You
Change
too,
it.
Canyon Manfredo.
Canyon Manfredo. Canyon mustard balls.
Mustard balls.
Man, I miss
mustard.
that guy. I hope he's doing good.
He doesn't
Change
post
your
anymore.
photo to orgasms and retard. I'm just
He was
telling
getting
you.
into it with somebody the other day, and I loved it.
On the
He was
group?
trolling the shit out of somebody who said something about posts being taken down by you guys. Like, what the fuck, man? Why
Oh,
is
yeah,
my
I remember
shit getting
that.
We
flagged?"
don't ever take
And he
shit down
just
unless
started
it's...
trolling the fuck out of him. And the more I watched, all of it going back and forth. I was
Oh,
like,
what a
this
good
dude
guy.
has no idea who Canyon is.
Yeah,
He has
for
no
sure.
idea.
Shouts out Canyon.
It's like, how do you even pay attention? Like, why are you here?
I love it. It's funny. Yeah.
But the only posts I've ever taken down is if it's like racial or if it's like political, because no one gives a fuck about the politics, and don't be a fucking racist.
Yeah.
You know? But it just, other than that, it's always removed by Facebook.
How do you feel about though, and on a racist note, about the Facebook taking down white trash? You can't say white trash. You can't call as a white person. You can't call another trailer trash fucking white trash person white trash trailer trash.
How's that a
anymore,
derogatory term?
even if it's accurate. I mean,
I
even
think
if
that's
it's
stupid.
super accurate.
It's like the same. It's like boomers getting upset by boomer.
I've seen it as the administrators on this page.
Sorry.
People got taken down on that page for being for saying the word white trash. It's hate speech now. You can't say that.
Dude, boomer's going to be hate speech soon.
Yeah. They call you millennials for fucking 30 years, and then you say, okay, boomer, because you don't want to fucking argue with an idiot.
That's why you can't censor people, because it's a fucking slippery slope every time. If you censor people, then it's, okay, well, then we won't say this. And then it's like, then you keep fucking broadening it until eventually it's everything. And then, like, you're controlled by some type of Russian, like in the 1960s, the USSR is controlling everything that you say and you think, and you can't say anything because everything's hate speech and everything. You have to censor everything. It's got to be government subsidized fucking, you gotta, like, I'm not advocating for people that say hate speech, but you shouldn't censor them, because then you know, one, who the asshole is, and two, let them talk. I mean, they're gonna get themselves in a fuckload of trouble by saying this crazy shit. But white trash, though,
that's such a stupid
not
thing.
hate speech,
yeah, that's
is it?
stupid.
No.
White trash.
No, I think that's stupid.
I'm
I think
changing
that's
the name of the podcast to that
so
right
stupid.
No, you're not.
now. The White Trash Podcast.
White
you're
trash
not.
sermon. Yeah.
Orgasms in white trash.
Infinitely worse.
Yee! Live action. Fucking turtle, man. Remember that motherfucker?
I love the turtle.
Me too. Did you know he was fucking abusing the animals, though?
What?
I hope
Yeah.
so.
All
Having
that
sex
shit.
with them like the cheeseburgers, like really getting into that
Was he?
turtle
Giving
shell.
reviews on the warthog that got loose in the town.
So that's
What
why he
the
went
fuck,
waist
this
deep.
turtle?
That's why he was waist deep every time he caught a turtle. Like,
I don't know. No, I don't think the
He just
turtles
porked it
were
and then
like
threw it
that.
to
But
shore?
in the show, you ever seen Call of the Wild Man?
well, I didn't think the turtles were into him. Was he into the turtles?
Like sexually?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got his front teeth knocked out from a chainsaw. I know that. He said that. Yeah, you ever heard about the turtle man? But
it
he's
kicked
like
back and hit him in the face. And
he's
knocked
like
out
the
his
most
teeth.
redneck Steve Irwin kind of guy around. If you would actually enjoy the show. It's fucking hilarious to watch, especially Blaze. But he would put animals in uncomfortable situations where it would like force them to look like they're being intrusive or whatever, like a pest. But really, they weren't. They were forced there by them to set it up for the show because it was a shitty reality
It's
show.
awful.
It was entertaining to watch it the first part, and then I found that out. I was like,
Well, Pat,
fuck.
did they at least eat the animals at the end? So that they
I don't
didn't
know
get
what
away
they
with it?
did.
Probably
They may have killed
He
them
probably
for all
did.
allegedly. Who knows?
He made a lot of hats out of those, probably.
Yeah,
But yeah,
live
dude.
action. Yee!
You're dead honest. I never heard that, but he was always in a room like this size, like chasing a raccoon through like dressers. And
He'd be tearing the walls
tables.
apart with hammers and shit, and going up into. He's
This
got like.
terrified raccoon was forced into a wall panel and closed, and they nailed it shut. Painted
Yeah, I
over
swear.
It. They set all the cameras up and shit.
Yeah.
and then this guy's like, "There's a raccoon in the wall. This fucking thing's going wild in there, trying to get out because you nailed him shut
He's a
in there."
toothless.
And he's like, "Hold on, I'm gonna get him." And he's fucking banging through the wall. The raccoon's fighting for its life, and you're
Yeah,
like,
no joke. That for sure happens.
but they put happy dorky music over the
Oh
top of the
my
whole thing.
God.
so
Just
they make some
shitty
fun of it.
hillbilly music, hilljack music, but he's just a toothless crocodile Dundee fucking going through people's walls.
Yeah.
You know, like with animals he placed there on purpose.
Can we call this guy white trash?
He's totally
that
white
cool?
trash. Absolutely, he's
Is
white
that hate
trash.
speech, Facebook?
No, it's facts.
It's facts, right? You can call that dude white trash because he is.
Yeah.
Do you think we can get the wild man? He lives in Kentucky. You know, I bet I could get him
Yes.
on the podcast if I figured it. Shit, we should do
Just
that.
send him a
what
goddamn
the fuck
email.
is he
Wild
doing?
man?
That
What is
dude
that guy
doesn't-
doing with his life? What does he
Nothing.
do?
That
I
dude
don't
doesn't
know.
have a publicist. Just hit him up. Just
He's got a-
Facebook direct message. He's
Just
got
text him.
800 friends.
His house that he shows on television, like Discovery Channel or Animal Planet, whatever he was on, would not let him fix his teeth because they thought that was a selling point for it. So they give him money, and he got his teeth knocked out from a chainsaw. But they would not let, like, it was against his contract. They'd cancel a show if he got his teeth repaired. So he couldn't get his fucking teeth repaired.
How fucked is your life that you're like, I'll sign the deal that says I can never get my choppers fixed after they got mangled by a chainsaw?
It's like the
Simple solution. Get some fucking dentures. Get
They
your
would-
money.
You can't do it.
No,
That's
no
what they're-
fake dentures off screen.
Yeah, off screen, I would say that would be all right, right?
Okay, then.
Okay.
Get some dentures, throw them in off screen when you're not filming so you can eat normally.
Yeah.
You know,
No, here's
when
the
you're
real
filming,
solution.
take it out.
No, here's the real solution. You get those fake retard teeth from the fucking e-fuck video that we just watched.
You can
put
get those at
in.
any Myers for
That's what I'm saying.
75 cents.
Get your teeth fixed, fam, and then plug those bitches in and be like, look, it still looks all retarded and fucked up and hillbilly, but like I don't have to like live
I got
my
front
life.
teeth.
I don't have to live my life with abscesses that are threatening my mental health. Like, no thanks.
But his house in the show, all of they had no like doors in the house, so animals could come and go as they please throughout his whole home.
Hold on. Teeth infections can get so bad that you'll have cysts the size of like baboons' fucking assholes right there. I've seen it. I saw this kid.
Let's see if I can
his
find
whole
a
jaw's
picture.
poking. Look up a tooth abscess. It's crazy. They fill up with pus. They get all big. If you don't fix your teeth, they get really fucked. How is this going to be a part of your contract? That's got to be some kind of like. That's got to be illegal, right?
Here's the fucking turtle man with his fucking teeth knocked out.
Oh, I know that dude.
Yeah, yee live action. You know, every time he caught an animal, he'd say live action. And you were saying tooth abs?
Hold on, let me look this up so the listeners can see it. Well, first, Turtle Man.
God,
I
he
forgot
would,
to-
dude.
I-
He
this
just,
is
like-
my job.
You
Pat,
just
should
rip a
fucking take
raccoon
this.
out of a wall and be like, "That's live action." Like, no, you put it.
You put
in
it
that
in
wall.
there. There'd be times where like he put a whole raccoon family in there, and then he'd take the kids like and get them separated from the mom after he put them all there. So then they go separate directions and maybe be euthanized too. I guarantee that.
That's real life torture,
Dude, like what the fuck, Animal Planet?
We're okay with you doing that. Just
Don't get your teeth.
fix your
If you
fucking
fix your teeth, you can fucking kill those animals. But
That's from a tooth infection.
Yeah.
That's what happens
oh
to
my
your face.
god,
Yeah, your face just starts swelling the fuck up.
isn't that crazy that like before dental health care, people fucking walked around with this shit? Like
I saw
all
people
the
with this
time?
shit. They got this big fucking goiter on the side of their cheek, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?" It's like, "Oh, my tooth hurts." Like, no, you're about to die for sure. Look how close it is to your brain. It's inches away. Get it fixed.
Dude, don't fuck around with like tooth shit either. I know it's fucking shitty going to the
I've
dentist,
never
but
had a cavity.
when was the last time you got to the dentist?
6 months ago.
And you've
I've
never,
never
had
had
a cat?
one?
Well,
Never.
you eat the same kind of meal like all the time, don't you?
Just steak and dog dick, right?
Yeah, I do eat like the same boring, simple shit. All
and
the
how many
time.
times do you brush your teeth a day, and for how long?
I saw this man's
twice.
fucking snack drawer one time. He's got Nutter Butters, moon pies, fucking you name it. He's
Damn, you got the good shit, bro.
This bitch has got cosmic brownies. He was like, you ever ate the Teddy Grahams with the Oreo filling in the middle? I was like, I didn't even know they made those. He was like, of course they do.
Grahams.
I got the
Yes.
triple stuff. I got them from Japan. I ordered them. They came in a week ago. Been waiting
what
until
a
you got
true
here.
stoner
I was
over
like,
here.
what the
That
fuck?
is not true.
He was like, here's what you do. You take the top half off, you eat that bitch.
Yes.
You take the bottom
That
half
is
off,
not
you
true.
throw it away. You've had enough cookie at this point, and then you just smear it on your dick. Yeah, it's the best lubricant.
Oh my
Yeah, you
Dick will
dirty
never be
cookie.
harder.
You dirty
Gotta be
fucking
greasy.
cookie. I
No,
got a floppy.
Luke, it's borderline
That is
true.
not
When we
true.
recorded the Will Finder episode, I went over there. This man was like, "Yeah, I just got
I
a
just
new
went
job.
grocery shopping.
Just went, no, you were like,
For
just got a
candy?
new job. I've been making $1 more an hour. See how I've been spending my money? I'm expecting like new screen TV, like some fucking a new collar for his dog. He opens up his kitchen and there's fucking like 100 cosmic brownies. He's like, I bought the whole supply from Walmart. I drove down.
What did he offer you?
I
one?
drove to the Fairfield Walmart, bought all their cosmic brownies, and it was filled up. I was like, Luke, he was like, no, wait, I got meat too. He opens his freezer. Meat just starts avalanching out. He was like, fuck, he's kicking it back in there and sealing it. Duct tapes the door back shut. I was like, what the fuck did you do, Luke? Spent my whole check on meat and cosmic brownies.
Did
like,
he?
okay, you fucking stoner. Go take some acid.
He's not wrong. It's like fruit, red meat, and snacks.
So, dude,
How do you not have cavities? Does the meat just help get the sugar out of your teeth?
I have no idea.
Chewing on those bones? Alex?
so you started making $1 more an hour and said, I'm gonna go from oatmeal cream pies to fucking
Nutter butters.
That was just a fact that he made
I'm
for
ready
this
to-
show.
Crumb cakes.
I'm ready to drop the extra 34 cents.
I'm trying to get that Entman's coffee cake or whatever it's
Bro,
called.
the Edmonds coffee
Is that it?
donut cake. Oh, bro.
That's super good.
Bro, don't even get me started. But did you offer Cody any of this shit?
Of course I
Fuck
did.
yeah, he did.
Dude, that's
he was,
it.
He's a super
You know,
good host.
Thank you. Thank
Alex
you.
and I play music together. I go to his house every Sunday, and they have a shit ton of Reese's just just laying around just to give.
Halloween candy.
It's amazing. I love friends who have snacks.
Oh, you should come upstairs.
They're the best friends.
Snacks? Like you have snacks in your house? Can I live here?
But what's the ultimate
cool?
snack, though? What's the best snack that you would say, like, damn, I could keep going back to that shit?
There's so many.
Like-
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Look at
Like
my
a Take
gut.
5
Look
bar.
at this, Pat. What are you talking about?
What are you
think
going
I
for?
just
Do you mean like
pick one?
sweets or chips?
Anything, dude. Like, if I'm going for a specific, like, something
No,
I'm going to
let's
treat
break
on.
it down. Let's break it down into 3 categories right now.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go candy,
Candy tier?
cookie,
Cookie tier?
and a chip.
Chip tier.
All right, I
tier.
got all 3 right now.
Okay,
Can I
let's
do
hear it.
all 3 right now?
Spill it.
My candy is one that they barely ever make, but Jolly Ranchers made this type of chewy candy that has like a
hard
sour
on the
outside
outside?
with sugar.
Yes.
No, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's all soft. The inside is like this even gooier inside. Like the outside is like the texture of maybe like not a Swedish Fish, something like a Sour Patch Kid on
It's
the
like
outside.
the Sour Punch straws, but
Yeah,
they're
little
filled with the goo.
and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
better
yeah.
though because they have so much more goo and it's so sad. It tastes
Willy Wonka
delicious.
shit?
I don't know what they're called, but like that's my favorite candy. That's the number 1 for candy. What's the other one? The
Chips?
Cookie. It never gets better. I mean, even grandma's cookies. I'm sure you all have a recipe. I'm sure there's a nice restaurant you've all been to. Nothing gets better than a Penn Station.
I was gonna
fucking
say!
triple chocolate, fucking chunky
These are good.
motherfucker,
Damn.
wrapped up in the cellophane. That's the best cookie.
Dude.
And then what did you say? A chip?
Yeah.
Chip, I'm going. Fuck, this is a hard one because there's
So
a
many
couple, but I
chips.
think Grippo's always wins for me.
Barbecue?
I think always, every time Grippo's barbecue is like, if I'm gonna get nothing else for the rest of my life, it's Grippo's barbecue. I'll never be
So
tired of it.
foul.
Dude,
I'm not
the Grippo's
excited.
has-
I'm not excited about
Gross.
it, but for the rest of my life, I have to eat one chip. It's Grippo's
That's
barbecue chip.
gross.
Grippo's has like a sour cream and onion one that's very good too.
I don't know. That barbecue, the stuff they put on those barbecue
dust?
Grippos, yeah, that's like the same shit we like flew over Vietnam and dropped on people to
Agent
kill 'em.
Orange?
Yeah, nasty. That's just gross.
You hate it?
Yeah, like I can wipe a chip off and be like, all right, I don't want to eat that. That's so much dust. Like I feel like I'm eating
hear ya.
dust.
No, that's Cheetos, bro. If you eat just one Cheeto, just one, you have to wash your hand. You can't
Cheetos are
wipe it
foul,
on
too.
nothing, because that dust will follow you all
Like
day.
a tattoo, my friend.
Yeah.
Like it's on
All right,
there.
all right.
Like
It's like
glitter.
henna tattoo. Whatever henna tattoos are made out of, Cheetos
Cheeto
also
dust.
have that ingredient as a
Right.
preservative.
That's a
it's
fact.
just on you. Like,
all right,
it's
I
just
agree
there
with you
forever
on the
now.
Cheetos. I gotta do my.
It'll dye
picks
your
now,
skin
though.
for weeks.
My biggest chip is the Fritos Twist honey barbecue.
Ooh,
A good
They
choice.
are
Oh,
not
those are good as
foul
shit,
on your
dude.
hands.
that's
Yeah.
a fact.
Good
Those
choice.
are delicious.
I am
They never have
weird
the big
about-
bags.
I'm
No.
weird about
Ever.
powdery like foods and stuff. Like if you can eat 2 Doritos and you just look at your hands like, all right, this is pretty
Fuck.
foul.
Dusted.
Yeah. Like, I can
Doritos
eat-
are my next one. That
Yeah.
that was the tie with
Yeah.
the Grippos.
Spicy
The
Cookies?
nacho.
Cool Ranch?
Cookies
What?
can go to
Spicy
hell.
nacho.
Spicy nachos, fantastic.
No,
That's a fact.
the
Cookies.
sweet chili.
No,
Sweet
they're
chili's
honey
good.
barbecue.
Sweet
Honey
chili's
barbecue.
good too.
The new
You
blend.
talking
They're
about
the
the
only
purple one?
twist.
Pat, are you talking about the purple one? Look me
Yeah.
in the eyes. when
Oh,
you tell me about
The
it.
Doritos?
purple one. Yeah, the sweet chili Doritos are
Also
that
foul.
shit.
No.
The new Blaze
Doritos are
Doritos.
foul.
Never tried
So
them.
what's your cookie
Ghost
and
pepper.
candy?
Cookie and
Cookies foul.
You don't
I
like
don't eat
cookies?
I'll eat the like
You don't even like fucking Oreos? What the kind of fucking monster are you?
no, I don't like Oreos. Cause I gotta dip them in
Alcoholic
milk.
monster.
I gotta dip them
I'd rather
in.
have a cold beer.
Yeah, the answer right away.
Can I dip a cookie in
What
beer?
kind of monster is he, Stephanie? Immediately, alcoholic monster. If I had to pick one, it's alcoholic.
Which is fair, because I'm drunk, and then if I'm gonna eat an Oreo, dip it in milk. That
Probably
Yeah.
beer.
go well
You know,
the next morning.
the Oreo game changed for me when I discovered the fork technique.
The what?
What is the
Oh, you
fork
stick
technique?
a fork in the
Like the
middle
fork.
of it to dip
Hold on.
it.
You,
What?
so
Hold
you got
on.
the Oreo.
Hold on. What?
You got the Oreo.
Where have you been?
Dude, I live under a rock. All right, I don't know shit. Obviously,
I don't know this either.
You
You
should
get the
know this.
Oreo. You get the fork, and you take the.
Harpooning an Oreo, they
Yep.
call
Yes.
it.
Hold
Keep
on,
going.
there's
Sorry,
a whole
Luke.
Google and
You
Wait,
take the
hold on.
fork and then you jab it into the cream of the Oreo,
Yes,
so
like
you
this.
don't have to get your fingers wet, and you dip it into the milk.
And you hold it with
Yeah,
the fork.
see?
Yeah.
This would have changed my life.
Dude,
It changed
what the
mine.
fuck? You know they have like 3D printed like Oreo holders or dunkers and shit, and then you could just fucking use a fork this
Fucking
whole time.
idiots.
Yes.
Morons.
You want to get double stuff though.
That's a
I
fact.
like the
'Cause
basketball
this
hoop
fork
into
is
the.
in it better.
and they're
milk.
better.
Yes, they are.
But I guess for my cookie, like if I'd have to eat a salad or a cookie, I'd pick the Chips Deluxe with the M&Ms in it.
Dude, I like the coconut shit.
Yeah.
I can do those.
You know about the
Chocolate chip
mega stuffed
coconut.
Oreo? Wait,
Ooh.
No, wait. No. This is
ultra stuffed. Ultra mega uber stuffed Oreos.
No, this is real. That's a real Oreo.
Oh, I need to have that. I need to try
came
that.
out.
Each cookie is 200 calories.
It's not fake at all. This is 100% real.
I need to try that.
They're doing this.
Hey, but look, they're lying to you. That picture
That's
makes
two
it
of
look.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only 2.
Well, they don't. Okay, no, they would have to if they're mass producing this. They just make the whole chunk of it. Why would they put 2 together?
Yeah, exactly.
That just seems like so much more mechanics they'd have to add to their
maybe this one's
stupid
fake. This
fucking
might be fake,
machine.
actually.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at that cookie and thinking Pop-Tart needs to step their game up.
Yeah, they do. Pop-Tarts are fucking chalky, dude.
Nah, you're
S'mores
fucking up,
Pop-Tarts?
bruh.
It's a winter thing
What do you mean?
Yeah, she's
That
right.
makes sense.
They're making a return this winter.
for the holidays.
Says right there. She nailed it. She knows all about the Oreo game.
Are you an Oreo fan?
I mean, I like them. I
Naturally.
mean, I
Is-
don't.
all
I
right,
don't
What's
really
the
eat-
best cookie?
What's your favorite
tier list?
Yeah.
Chips would be Doritos, like the
What-
regular Doritos.
What's a
The
red
red
like
ones
a
or the
plain,
blue
Nacho.
ones? Wait, what's the regular for
Nacho.
you?
plain
Nailed
plain
it.
Doritos?
Nailed it.
It's
Yeah.
just salted tortilla chips.
With
I would have came
No,
at
no.
you with fire and
With
venom
Agent
until Alex
Orange
had to kick
cheese.
me in the
Not the
throat.
spicy.
Agent Orange
Not
cheese.
the spicy, just the cheddar.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, candy.
Cookie or candy. Swedish fish.
For shame.
Swedish
Okay.
fish.
I used to fuck with those heavy during the movie theater. Like my dad
Heavy.
would always fucking have those
They're so
Swedish fish.
good.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
I
If
grew
they're
up on them
fresh,
things.
if
Yeah,
they're
they're-
old,
if they're
though,
rock
they're
hard.
bricks in your mouth.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. No,
It's
you
like a
won't.
jaw-
Don't let them get
Jawbreaker.
stale ever, and they get stale in 0.9 seconds. So you have to be quick about eating them.
You gotta eat them fresh, just like fresh fish.
I don't know about a cookie though.
I don't know.
You don't know about a cookie?
I'm
Luke,
not like a,
Luke, set this game up. I want to hear Luke's.
Dude, I love Reese's.
Reese's is
Classic
not a
kind?
like
cookie,
Reese's
dummy.
cup?
It doesn't.
It's a candy.
If we're being
Oh, okay.
specific about Reese's, then I'm gonna go with Tree.
Yes.
The Christmas tree one?
Yeah.
Why?
For
Because you
sure.
can nibble the chocolate off so many little pieces before you get to the middle.
No, it's just it's a great. There's more peanut butter, a lot more peanut butter, but the chocolate ratio to match it is also perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's
There's
like
not
the
too
it's
much of
S-tier.
anything. Yeah.
He just said it like he was a scientist. At
No,
Harvard. He
perfect.
was like,
because
no, yeah, perfect.
my
It is.
candy, I didn't get to my candy.
Immaculate.
My candy
Oh,
was
shit.
gonna be Reese's sticks.
Yeah. Oh
fucking
yes.
love
Oh, those were
See-
so good.
Those
See,
were
the
amazing.
thing is,
Still are.
It's like a Kit Kat that doesn't like suck.
the thing is about
Reese's.
Reese's is there's not a product that they put out that's garbage. The Reese's Sticks is delicious. The
Reese's
Fast
Pieces.
Breaks are delicious. The Reese's Pieces
I-
are
you know-
delicious.
Yeah, dude.
Cups, trees, eggs, all of it.
How
bro.
high did we get?
they-
We're only talking
Nah.
about Reese's.
No.
I've eaten so many Reese's eggs on Easter before. I've thrown up 2 Easters in a row.
The best Reese's are the pumpkin Reese's. The
They have white
pumpkin
chocolate
Reese's.
ones.
Oh my god,
Too
don't
much
get me
peanut butter.
started
Too
on the
much peanut
ghost
butter.
ones. The
much
ghost
peanut butter.
Reese's are like an orgy in my mouth. Orgasms and retard in my mouth.
Those are in that box of candy in our basement.
I'm gonna have to steal some of that shit this Sunday.
Hold on just a moment.
Take them. I can't eat it all. It's too much fucking candy.
We're glazing right over the fact that this man just said that he threw up the last 2 Easters in
on,
a
what?
row over candy. I saw my
This
sister
was like-
did that one time ever. You know how old she was, Luke?
Oh.
25. No, I'm kidding. She was 8 years old, Luke. Just like everybody
What?
else that throws up for
It
me
was
too
like-
much Easter candy.
Hold
give
on,
me-
you threw
break-
up?
Yeah,
Well,
for
hold
sure.
on. You break my balls about being a drunk. I don't ever throw up drinking too much. You know why? Because I know my limit. I wouldn't fucking get too
Do
drunk
you?
and say dumb shit. No, probably not. But I get too drunk to say dumb shit, but never do I throw up usually. You're eating so
Yeah,
much
dude.
goddamn just candy.
Okay,
Just
so
I need sweet stuff in my mouth
was
so
chocolate
bad.
vomit.
It was both
And
the
never a cavity.
no cavity ever. It was both I think it was the summer of 2011 and 12, and we had school for those days, and after school I would go to Joe's on both of those days of Easter. And of course if I'm going to Joe's, I'm getting fucking retarded high.
Of course.
Got super high, walked home. Before
High
I
and
got
retarded.
home, stopped at Walgreens because Reese's are now half off. Because day of the holiday and the day after they're like half off. So I got 2 fat bags of the mini Reese eggs, 2 fat bags, and that's like 48 total. And I
That's
just
a lot.
and
of
I
Reese's.
just smashed, and I was like sitting on the corner of my
You ate 'em all?
street. Yeah, I just ate them all.
You
I
ate
just-
48?
I just hung out with some friends and ate all these Reese's and
Hold
threw
on.
up in the gutter.
The most important part of this story is that after you did this once, you were like, next year, I'm gonna do it again. For sure, I'm doing this again.
Hold on.
It was so good of a time. I can't not eat until I throw up.
Let me
again.
just say, there's 150
How
calories.
are you not fatter than me, Luke? Life isn't fair.
150 calories in one Reese's. So times that by 48. You're getting about 7,200 calories. That's a couple pounds there, bud.
It was a good time.
Don't blame me for throwing up. Holy shit.
It was a solid time.
Now, speaking of indulging, before we turn the microphones on, we were actually getting into some weirdness with Alex. If you're still comfortable with talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about candy, like indulging into candy until you throw up. We got into drug conversation off the mic, and you were saying that you used to have you tell us.
Yeah, a whole solid like 200 calorie a day diet. Well, good old Percocet shit, and you get so wound tight on that stuff. You get so ramped up, yeah.
The Percocet thing isn't the part that surprised me. How many were you taking a day at your worst?
12 Perc 10s a day.
That's like eating Reese's candy until you throw up every day instead of just on Easter.
If I had a lot of money, we go up to 20.
How much does that cost? 12 perks a day?
Perc 10s are like $11-12 a piece. Yeah, it's like a close to $300 a day habit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, how you hustling for that? Don't tell
how do you
me,
get
I'm
by?
just kidding.
No, seriously, you do.
Not well.
Are you making that much money to where when you're
No,
doing
I
that
wasn't
much?
even working when I was doing that.
What?
Yeah, Steph was.
How are you doing this? Oh.
Oh, no, we all figured it out right at the same time.
Steph, you can yell at him if you want to. It makes good radio. If couples argue.
It's dope
Told
on the
you
FM.
not doing this, Pat.
No, Pat said to us 2 weeks ago. He's like, I just want you guys to have a solid domestic dispute right on the podcast.
Patrick, what is wrong with you?
I don't know, dude. Something's wrong with me.
But yeah, it's it's a weird thing though, because you go from like just doing it, because I'm not, like I was saying, I'm not one of those people that I'm not gonna sit here and say I had a disease. Oh, I'm so prone to this, which maybe I am because I drink so much, but I just partied a lot. And I'm not somebody who has any interest whatsoever smoking meth, doing heroin, PCP, no, I never had any interest in that, but we were always driving around. We'd smoke blunts, share a Perc 10 with my buddy. Cool. Next night, drive around, smoke blunts, share a Perc 10 with my buddy, and little by little, it was like, that's not it. More. That's not it. More. That's not it. Yeah. And it's...
Until you're up to $300 a day. I used to do this shit too, but not like... It was just like... It was hilarious because the people that I was doing it with were literally doing it inside of a shed. And that shed wasn't like... It wasn't like they're like, we're all 16, we're doing drugs in a shed. No, that shed was the home for a fully grown 55-year-old man that was living in that shed outside of his mother's house, who was like 90. And he's still living in his mom's house, but in the shed because he can't get his perk doing down to enough to where she'll let him in the house. And we would snort fucking like Loratabs, which are just like 10 milligram like Vicodins and shit like that. And
I went on a trip to Chicago and actually got stuck not being able to get Perk or Vic, and I just bought a bunch of Loratabs to go up to Chicago for a weekend.
What's that?
Loratabs never really work. It's 10 milligram Vicodin. So Vicodin's
poop.
The Vicodin that you get.
Okay.
Vicodin sucks, period. Like, if you're going to do opiates, I'm not encouraging you guys to do opiates, but don't fuck with Vicodin at all. Just do Percocet. Like, or fentanyl now, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for so
long. Or just
long
do heroin. It's probably cheaper than all of it. Like, if you're really
Snort
going to get into it.
concrete mix while you're at it, you know?
It probably is cheaper, but don't do that. I wouldn't encourage any of this. Because it was, the ride for a while was great, like, until I was up till, like, 6 in the morning when she'd go to work. And she'd, like, get up out of bed, like, are you still up? And I'm just, like, in our room in the dark, organizing the closet and, like, all the drawers and shit. Like,
Wait, it didn't make you just pass out when you took Percocet?
No. No,
What?
I was like...
Stephanie's shaking her head no. What was he like on Percocet? Let me hear the outside perspective.
Yeah, what's going on in your mind while he's on this fucking roller coaster of
I don't
whatever?
really care to really talk about this right now.
You can.
Oh, we don't have to talk about it.
Go ahead.
I really don't.
Just yell at... I'm just kidding.
I
But he
loved
can.
running around. I was
He was
so wound
hyper.
tight. Like, so
Like
hyper
he was
all
on
the time.
cocaine.
Just
But
fucking out there.
that's how I used to be a lot. So maybe like getting older, having a place and being not dependent on your parents, shit like that. And I was just like, fuck, like I just feel like shit all the time. And But you feel like shit the more you do that stuff. And that's the fucked up thing. Like, you can snort 3 Percocet a day for 2 weeks, and it's great. And all of a sudden, your third week, you can snort 3 Percocet and you just feel like you just woke up.
Let me ask you this. You used to be in a band called De Facto Fantasy with a guy named David Igo.
Yes, sir, Mr. Igo.
Now, this guy, he unfortunately has passed just because of like substance abuse. When that happened, did that change how you view life?
That is a borderline technicality. He was pronounced dead from a diabetic coma, which a lot of people that knew him didn't know he was diabetic like that.
Like he hid that from you?
It just, I mean...
Or he just didn't know, maybe.
17 to 19, 17 to 20? Call it that time frame, 17 to 20. What do you really, No, I never saw a dude do insulin, never saw him check his sugar, nothing like that. I mean, we all partied.
Yeah.
That's what
I've
we
seen him
did.
at parties, and he did party pretty hard. Yeah.
We fucking partied, so...
I think this is one of my girlfriend's friends. I remember the name from somewhere.
I feel
remember
like
him being dead too. So I think this is one of my girlfriends.
He's from the Delhi area.
Yeah, and seeing like you were saying, De Facto, that was my first band in high school. It was a 3-piece band. I played guitar, sung, screamed. We had a drummer, and we had my buddy John Yosis playing bass. And we did all that shit, and then I got, not to toot a horn, I got to the point of writing guitar riffs. So I was like, we need a fucking vocalist. We just need a vocalist because I want to fucking play guitar.
You want to get out there.
And there's shit I can play and sing, and there's some shit I'm writing, and I'm like, I can't sing shit to that. I'm fucked. And we met him, and he was right up our alley. Just, fuck yeah, have a good time. Let's get fucked up. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's do what we're doing while we're all in the teens, early 20s. And, I mean, that guy was a true talent, too.
Yeah, he really did have a lot of talent.
Yeah. He
partied like crazy, but he really did. That dude has a lot of fucking passion. Like one of our guests, Billy Blanton, comes on here. He's like one of the only dudes I can compare to like passion when it comes to music and the local scene. So I would definitely agree that David was a huge part of the local music scene and community in general.
So good. O Valiance, if you guys know that, is what he went by when he played acoustic. He went by O Valiance, but he had like that Silverstein lead vocal sound and everything. He could rap. He was top notch, and we all just had way too much fun.
Well, didn't he also like he partied a lot as well, like when you guys were performing too? But like when you guys like practicing with smaller shows.
Wait, what kind of shit did you guys? He laughed so hard that now there's a story that you don't want to tell, but tell it.
All right, we're gonna open a fucking wormhole. I don't care.
No, you don't have to. You don't absolutely don't have to do this.
So we between
your wife's looking at you. Look at her. Make eye contact.
Sorry.
Maybe not right now.
But she stuck with me till Addie's.
All right, 18. If you want to do it, do it.
But anyways, so I had enough money, and the drummer and said David did not, and they decided to split a gram of coke, and I got my own gram of coke, and we were all wound tight, but none of us knew David Igo had a bottle of whiskey on him.
And nothing tastes better with cocaine than whiskey. Speaking from experience.
We literally were doing a sound check. I guess he heard me playing the guitar for the sound check. He runs in, grabs the mic. He's like, all right, motherfuckers, let's get up. Let's get ready to throw the fuck down. And I grabbed him like, dude, we're sound checking. Stop.
Oh, damn.
Everyone here is looking at you for the same reason I am. Stop. And then literally 10 minutes later, he did the exact same thing. Like, he watched a video of him doing it.
You think that's like psychosis when you start getting into the drugs too heavy?
Yeah.
Like it starts pushing you and like...
You can't tell what's reality and what's not.
You change your mind, dude. You do. Like,
I was listening to Dr. Drew talk about it. Yeah. It changes the brain chemistry using the... Like, not one time, not 2 times, not 10 times, but every day or like every other day for extended periods of time actually changes the chemistry of your brain.
Yeah.
It wires you differently.
Absolutely does. Because like I said, I started it partying a lot more and everything like that. And yeah, before you know it, like 2 months later, like, no, I need this. Like, this is the only me that exists. And I have to be that me or I feel like so fucking
It's kind of like Luke with acid. Yeah. Like, Luke's actually on 10 hits of acid right now. But that's his baseline. If he didn't do that, there'd be worms coming out of his eyeballs right now. And he'd be freaking out.
Yeah, it does. It
I
does.
wish. 10 though, I couldn't imagine.
Luke, if I ever decide to do acid ever again, and I'm probably not. I'm doing it with you, buddy, and you're gonna show me all the shit that's gonna make me have a mental breakdown.
Do it.
We're gonna watch Alan Tutorial Explained. We're gonna watch a lot of stuff.
If I trip again, it's with you for sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Did you guys now?
Oh God.
With the Percocets, cocaine, the alcohol, it doesn't usually bleed into psychedelics, does it? Or does it? Does it?
What? What am I? What?
Actually, that's a lot of my start stuff. Yeah. Unnamed
Acid.
buddy that you
Acid.
know. Yeah, I do that in shrooms, and we just smoked a lot. Buddy I won't name literally lived dead across the street from Emshoff Park.
What's that?
Oh my God.
Do I know who he is?
A park?
Okay,
That's
fair
right.
enough. But
Don't
is it a
answer that.
notorious park? Did
rhymes with
retard
Santhony.
porn get
Don't say
filmed
that
in
name.
that park
In
one time?
Delhi.
Okay.
Okay, now listen, like, the best way to describe it, they have a walking trail in that park. And for some fucking reason, at the top of this hill, the park, like, the walking trail just has a cut through in the middle out to this fucking road. Yeah, he lived right across the street from it. So we'd eat, like, a bunch of acid. We'd both have our iPods on, but, like, switch one headphone and just walk this trail, like, 2 in the morning and stuff. And that's where we started getting like, all right, this is fun. And then the next time, I think we tripped like a week or two later and watched The Grudge. We were like,
The Grudge.
yeah. And we were like, this is kind of fun. Like, I am like skin crawling and all. And I'd personally say that's when the party started for me. And then I got out of that stuff, just smoking, drinking, and then that shit in Clifton gets old so fucking
Fuck
quick
yeah,
at
it does.
house parties.
Fuck Clifton.
Fucking house parties in Clifton get so fucking old so fucking quick. And then we're like, all right, let's turn it up a notch.
Well, before the turn up, can you imagine in this time of your life taking acid?
No.
You both. Now Luke takes acid and he tries to freak himself out on purpose. I'm not doing the bit.
Really?
I'm not setting.
Yeah, I like to watch scary stuff on acid.
I
Well,
love
explain it real-
watching scary movies.
Can you
It's
give us
the
a summary real
best.
quick? I'm
Yes.
transitioning into something, but explain it to them. They've never heard it before.
Oh, I don't know. It's a fear and like stuff like that is not a natural occurrence in one's like life. It's a very interesting emotion, and when you're on acid, when I'm on acid, I typically have a long emotional or spiritual breakthrough, or I'll think about something and I'll come out the other end with something, even if I watch all this weird shit. So I'll watch weird stuff by like Alan Tutorial and horror movies and stuff
Okay,
like
Luke.
I
that.
feel like that would make you like
Here's-
appreciate life in a other way because you're like, this is fucked up, and I'm
Nah.
really thinking about. I don't know. I've never done it before.
You-
So
You
I've never
you
done it
think
before.
it's deeper than it really is, but
It's
you're
just
being
doing
weird.
drugs for fun.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying. Would you ever do McCamey Manor on acid? Here's what I was getting into. Are you familiar with McCamey Manor at all?
I've heard of it.
It's something else. Go on.
So McCamey Manor is something that I recently became like interested in because I heard about it. It started as like this meme that was a lie. It said if you can survive this haunted house for 8 hours, you'll win $20,000.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lie. You can't. There's no money.
There's no money at the end
all.
of it? That's
There's no-
bullshit?
so here's the thing. There's no money to actually do it. The guy that you do it with is basically like this fucking. He comes across as a super fucking weirdo, and he's got like. He's basically torturing people under their. He tells them like, you don't want to sign up for this, you don't want to do this. He records them saying like, yeah. He says over and over again, you really don't want to do this, you really don't want to do this, you really don't want to do this. Like, if you want to do this, you can, but you have to get this like 40-page consent document signed over in order to be able to go through his quote-unquote haunted house. It's not a haunted house at all. He's got like a piece of property with a barn on it. He basically tortures people consensually until they can't take it anymore. There's no prize money, and he doesn't even charge people to do it. He asks for one donation of dog food in order to do it. Pat, read this.
He said, so I'm looking it up on Wikipedia, and it says, a 10-hour experience called Desolation offers a prize of $20,000 for successful completion, but deducts $500 for the prize for every failed challenge. So that doesn't make sense. But, yeah, I guess they do offer some sort of a prize, or did at one point. But
They
they
did
do
at
make
one
them
point, but
sign
it's
a
not
40-page waiver signed by participants lists all of the possible risks endured, including pulling out their own teeth. What the fuck? Why are you pulling out your own teeth? A chance of getting a tattoo and getting fingernails pulled out at this fucking haunted house. House operates year-round, and there's a waiting list of over 24,000 people.
Oh, so
No,
people
I
are
remember-
still actively going through this thing.
Oh yeah, they post videos of it all the time. This is the guy right here on YouTube that does it. So like you
Psycho.
can watch the videos. Like he sets it all up like right in the beginning.
No way.
Oh no, he explains the whole
show.
thing.
It's not going to be as fast paced and all the crazy edits and the
Hold on, I gotta skip through some of
phrase
this.
things with people. So
No, it's okay. As you
we
skip
know
around, I remember
where
showing
we
Steph
both
once
stand.
up in like Rhode Island or some shit.
There as well,
It's in San Diego.
on that,
Okay, there's
They're
one
founded
though,
in San Diego.
and they kind of fuck with you, and you gotta get a psychiatric evaluation, but they don't like pull your teeth or physically harm
No, bro,
you
they
and
fuck
shit.
people up.
They waterboard you.
fuck.
They hit you with
they cut
vibrating
people's
toys.
hair off. They fucking dunk them underwater.
All right,
He
this is
Yeah.
way
tortures
different than the
people.
one I
Force
They have a
you-
Netflix one. Like, so there's on Netflix. Have you ever seen Dark Tourist before? Like
No.
that show on Netflix. He goes to like whatever country they say is the worst country to go to, the most dangerous. He's like, okay, book me a trip there in the shittiest hotel. And like he does like whole reviews on it. Like this is the worst haunted house. He goes there. He lasted like 10 minutes before he's like, I give up. He was like, I don't feel like I'm in a haunted house. I'm being tortured. They bound him. They put weird headphones on him. They blinded him. They threw him in the back of a truck. And he's just like, all right, I'm done. I'm done. And his safe word isn't one word. It's not like banana. It's like, I admit that I'm not strong enough to deal with McCamey Manor. And I reject that I am actually a man. And that's his whole safe word. And then he lets him out of it.
Yeah.
Like, even the safe word, sometimes they even ignore it. And then they fuck with you after you say your safe word. Like, they'll still fuck with you.
According to the Wikipedia, it says, despite previously not allowing safe words, so I guess they didn't allow it at one point, they say that the guests have the option to use one that ends in the experience ending immediately.
Yeah, and it's not a safe word. It's a safe phrase.
Would you ever try it?
No.
Would you
fuck
guys try
that.
this shit?
He tortures people.
You would.
Oh, I totally would.
which we have.
Fuck it.
No, he wouldn't.
I would debate
I'm
it.
calling you out. You wouldn't do it?
I would debate it.
No, he wouldn't.
Are you a puss down deep inside, you know? Are you?
I'd totally do it.
Watch this real quick.
I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind. Let me see it.
In last year, 2014, on October the 18th, we'll never forget that day. And coming back for round 2, which I'm probably crazy or I'm probably really insane, one of the two.
Yeah, why would you come back and do this one more time? That's nuts.
Probably to push myself even further than what I went last time.
Okay, I
and
like
yeah,
that.
the manor won, but round 2, it's not going to be
fucking
as
music.
easy.
And then they assemble them at this place. So this video gets like progressively.
New adventures back here right now, but a lot of it isn't here anymore. So, but it will be plenty to give you a rowdy good time.
Well, tell the actors I will break the 6 hours so they can do whatever the hell they want to do.
We'll see.
Then
Waterboard you.
But this is the fucked up part. He records her saying, "You can do whatever you want to me," thinking like normal haunted house or thing. Okay, so it gets here. She arrives.
She thinks she's
and
tough as shit.
No, wait. No, he starts yelling at her. Watch. Christina's late to the show, it says. Watch
And
what
looky
he says.
here, we got Christina.
He films it as she comes up.
Yeah, all right. Where's your outfit at? Get
He
it.
makes him dress up
Get
in
it.
these
Get
weird
it.
outfits.
Get it.
Like,
what outfits?
Get it. Hurry up. Hurry
Watch.
up. Hurry up.
this is
Hurry
before
up.
they've signed the waivers, by the way. Before they're in the thing.
This is just going on with this.
Oh, you're
What,
gonna
a
be dying
fucking
today.
onesie?
That's fine. You're fine. Go. Get down there. Get down there. Go change down there. Go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
He's like yelling at him and
Hurry
shit.
up.
I feel stressed for her.
He's a fucking
Jeez.
douchebag to him.
Hurry up. Go. Go. Go.
This is part of the
Get
10-hour
down there.
experience?
Go. Hurry.
So he keeps doing shit like this. Hold on, I've got something I could pull up for you.
Have you guys made your selfies yet?
Oh, these are other people.
Man, you better hurry up. You're a day late and a dollar short, Missy.
Well, I'm already dead anyway.
You are so dead. Why are you here for? What are you guys here for?
What kind of
Go,
fucking
go.
psychopath?
Bye-bye.
I don't get this. Is
Oh,
fucking.
yeah, I've
All right, somebody less drunk than me. How about Luke? Go after the first message. After the first message that you see on Jack's, read it. This is Jack Griffin's explanation of the McCamey Manor.
It started as a haunt at his own house, and he hired kids to be haunters. Eventually, he made the waiver, and they could touch the people going through. Eventually, one kid saw their teacher going through, shoved their teacher's face into a bin of dog shit. After that, he stopped using kids, but kept up the gross and horrific torture themes. He only hired people who would experience the haunt themselves, and came out saying, "I want to have that power over someone else." So sociopaths. This led to the waiver getting more detailed, as well as the experience itself. They've been known to stab people with needles, waterboard, force vomit back down people's throats, make people eat raw sewage, drug people, etc. Eventually, Russ's wife left him and CA, shut his haunt down, so he moved to Tennessee, where he now resides. You can see the maze and stuff on Google Maps if you look at his address, as well as the trailer he lives in. That being said, the haunt nowadays is like 90% his own delusion. From what I understand, for the past couple years, he's had people show up for the haunt. He makes them do a bunch of manual labor and tires them out. Then he starts doing some light reading with them, like waterboarding for a few seconds and stuff to test their limits, but then tells them they aren't fit for the haunt. It's like he just snapped, and now he gets off on manipulating people. He occasionally lets someone through the haunt, where he is notorious for laughing in their face when they use the safe word.
That's basically what happened on the Netflix thing. But here's the really fucked up part. We don't have a lot of time left, but I want to get into just the first parts of this. This is a 2-hour video if you want to watch it. McCamey Manor, McCamey Manor, MANOR.
Well, this is the same girl earlier,
Presents
right?
Christina B. round 2. And this is the part where they have her sign the waiver. They already have her dressed up in like this weird shark costume. They have all of them in there, but they're just focusing on her. And here's what they do.
She looks awful right now.
No, she's got the thing that she's supposed to read, the 40-page document, and she's got little pieces of it. They're spitting on her. Look at them. They grab them. This is before they sign the waiver.
Like, why would you want to do this?
Do you know how to read? Just sign it.
Then you better start reading.
No what? No what? Hands down.
Take your time.
They beat the shit out of him while they try to get him to sign this, and they don't sign it. I guess they're fucked.
Where this part's totally illegal, like 100% illegal.
ready to sign?
So if you go to the comments,
They're
like,
shoving
there's
their thumbs
27,000 dislikes. You go down, so this is legal, but I can't smoke a blunt. Okay, America. The fact I'm actually watching this makes me think I'm insane. No lie. He's 100% a pervert. This is 100% a fetish.
It absolutely is a fetish. This is totally a fucking fetish.
Like, people are pissed about this, but like, he's doing this
Everything.
while they're about to sign a legal document. No wonder it's illegal. No wonder his wife left
And the people
him.
that go through this, I guarantee they have a fucking fetish for it too.
This isn't even the worst of it. He has them in a creek right now, listeners. He's got their faces painted. They're tugging on
Pulling
their
their hair.
smacking them in the face, and they're saying, "Sign it, bitch. Sign
No.
it. Sign it."
That's so funny.
I'd be like, how can I sign it if you keep
Yeah,
smacking
give me a fucking
dude?
second to read this shit, bro.
Bro,
Like,
she's got duct tape in her hair.
Have I discouraged you from this? Have
Okay.
I?
He's got a sock in his mouth.
You
They're
get
choking
these two
him. They're
ladies
literally
together.
choking
You
them.
talk to them right now, because right now you're on the hot seat. Get them together,
And
Spencer.
then they have a bunch of sociopathic, psychopath, fucking insane people that run the haunt. Like, all the people around
Spencer,
them
get 'em
are just
together.
like fucking them up. for
local
fun.
serial killers.
Nobody's getting paid for this, by the way.
Yeah,
No
local
one.
serial killers volunteering.
Participants full stands and agrees that it is participants.
He's pulling on their hair right now.
He's
and
like, I
tugging
so
back.
wish I was an ISIS right now. That's what these fuckers are thinking. Like, oh my god.
That is so illegal.
What they're fucking doing?
So
Absolutely.
The participant agrees that they will not be provided.
They're sitting in a mud pile or like a mud puddle.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
As he's saying, do you understand that? He's got both their heads by their hair. He's mashing two people together inside of a shitty creek that looks like there's needles in it, and he's like mashing their heads together, and they're like, "You got that?" And he's like, "They're like, yes, sir." Like, you haven't even signed
Did you
up
see
for
the
this
rope
yet.
that he was
When
tying
they
up
did
a
it
second ago? Like, is that a noose? Like, do I have to say? I guess I'll say yes.
Look like it. They look like they lived in the woods for a week or two.
This looks like some
They
Blair
look
Witch
like
shit.
they've been in the woods.
They cut this
No,
bitch's
they've only
hair.
been there for
No,
5
look,
minutes.
Look, check this out. Here's my favorite part. They take duct tape and they duct tape her hair up, so there's no other option other than to cut her hair off. Watch.
Are we gonna see it, or are you gonna
Fetish.
pause it? and
Total
tell
fetish
us
thing.
about it?
It's a
Holy
2-hour
fuck.
video, Luke. I don't know where the fuck it's at, bud. I'm trying to find it. Oh, there
It's
it
right
is.
there. This is. Everyone's got boners here.
Do you understand what?
Everyone's got boners here. It's all
Are you saying
fetish.
you want us to continue? You want to quit right now?
No, sir. Participant having spent time with the rest became another staff of
What the
became
fuck?
and through the other people and what participants.
Why are you doing this?
Know that rest became
Why are you doing this? Why are you having fun?
At all times,
You're really having fun.
Participants give to challenge those women.
And this isn't one video on their YouTube channel. This is one of hundreds of videos of
People who want to get their sexual
people that are
fetishes
getting
fulfilled.
tortured. No, they don't like it. By the end, I'm convinced that they're completely
Yeah, they
traumatized.
like it. No, they like it.
No, it's horrific.
That's why they fucking were there, dude. Yeah, they like it. They're fucking
no,
getting
at
beaten to
first
shit
they
before
think
they even
that-
sign the fucking
This
waiver.
is her second time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they fucking enjoy it, dude. All right, there's
At
people
the
that like
end,
to be
she's
hung
crying.
up by hooks, you
She
know?
cries
like,
at the end of this video.
This is still
she hates it.
her
There's people out there making
second
retard
time.
porn. Like,
Yeah, she
Yeah,
came
they're
back.
taking advantage of like dumb people.
But do you think she was like, she walked out of there the first time was like,
I gotta piss.
wasn't that bad? And you think they just stepped their game up? I don't know.
I think
feel
it's
like
a total fetish thing. But we are
For
reaching
sure, yeah, though.
near the end of this, and you brought a fucking gift.
A fucked up book.
Yeah.
I might have to come back with this Bible.
Sorry, I'm just segueing right into this, but we only
Yeah.
have so much time. But you have a book that we want to get into. Does that have something to do with like fetish torture?
I wish. This is actually, I believe it's the book Luke was raised on. If you want to take a picture here, where you read this as a child.
What's this book, Luke?
The Alphabet of Manliness.
That
I was raised on that, actually.
shows a burly man just
Thank you.
taking
It's
out
punching the fuck out of a
yeah.
The book
silverback
looks awesome.
gorilla.
All right, the intro's finally a book that guarantees your balls will be stomped. Book so manly it will make even the burliest of men, in some cases the burliest of women, feel inadequate. So manly it needs to be shaved.
Damn.
There's a lot of in this book people getting drop kicked to the face, phallic aggression, violence in excess of what has come to be known as excessive.
Phallic
Where did you
aggression.
get this book? Where did you find this?
The library
This is the fucking library?
No, you gotta get this online.
Read one of the reviews off the back.
Oh God, okay, the reviews.
Or the great.
Here, I'll read it quick. First, from Dwayne says, "Listen, you asshole piece of crap. Takes a really insecure person with a little dick to constantly remind people he's right. Go screw yourself." Thanks for writing this book. It gives me something to think about while I pork my ugly girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
His mom actually comments, "I didn't raise you like this. Why are you like this? Your father's not like this either. This is terrible. I can just picture your fat ass oozing off the side of your chair as you sat there writing this garbage. I caught my 13-year-old reading your words this afternoon and will never allow him to use the computer again. Grow up, get a life, quit poisoning people's minds with this crap."
That's good. Cody, so Cody just got back, but Alex brought a book.
What's the book about, bud?
You tell me.
The Alphabet of Manliness by Maddox. All right.
Yeah.
My dick's already quarter chubbed. Tell me more.
Well, A's for ass kicking. We're going to go past
So it's
that.
got like an alphabet of like different definitions of manliness in a weird misogynistic kind of way, I guess.
But to unsegue back to our boner conversation, B is for boners in this alphabet.
Neat.
So there is the whole part about, is there a wrong time to pop a boner?
Wait, did you write this book?
I wish.
Yes.
You and Stephanie both? It was a collaborative effort?
There it is.
Okay.
But yeah, there's what's this one? Is there a wrong time to pop a boner?
Yes.
Generally speaking,
When
no.
you're reading Mein Kampf, that's the worst time.
When
to
you
pop a
choked
boner.
out your sister for babysitting you, and then you fuck her, that's a bad time to have a boner right there.
Listen,
you pronounced "kill her" wrong.
You are not far off. He's saying, generally speaking, no. But things can get complicated popping a boner during dentist appointments, funerals, and job interviews.
How else are you gonna let them know that you're excited for the job, though? I don't know a better way.
he even
Why do you get a
says-
boner, sir? Because I'm pumped.
Oh, he says right here, I was at
I'm
an interview.
ready for this job, sir.
Hire me.
Talk to him in only military terms. The rock hard dick. Yeah, that's how you guaranteed to get the job. By the way.
Did you write this book?
Any young listeners out there never had a job before? Hard boner. Talk to him in military terms. You'll get the job.
He says, I was at an interview one time, and as I was describing myself to the interviewer, I got carried away with how awesome I am. Before I knew it, I was fully aroused.
That's me every fucking day.
What? Hey, Alex, point and let Luke read it. Luke's the golden voice.
All right, here. Okay, let's go to boner correlations.
Boner correlations.
Luke,
Boner
read
correlations
boner
is a
correlations
wonderful
for us, bud.
graph.
Luke's good at this. Come on, you're as drunk as I am. Let Luke do it.
Boner correlations. By now you know how to hide a boner and when to give one as a gift. But did you know that popping a boner means different things depending on when you pop it? Think of it as a sexual preference barometer. Here is a quick reference guide. Popping a boner during this occasion. Okay, movies in which women are predominantly naked makes you gay. Movies in which women aren't predominantly naked, but there are lots of explosions, people getting maimed and or killed, makes you straight.
Good time for a bang.
Shower in gym, gay. Seeing a naked woman, straight. Seeing a naked woman who doesn't shave, gay. Shopping for a gun, straight. Shopping for a gun with your buddy, straight. Shopping for a gun with your buddy while you hold each other's cocks, gay. on your 18th birthday, barely legal. During
What
a
if you guys are
sleepover.
just best friends?
During a sleepover.
During a sleepover, bi-curious. While doing math, asexual. While doing your math teacher, heroic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
What other things are in this book, Alex?
Oh my God, they talk about in this one picture about how the dinosaurs were wiped out because a caveman killed them with his boner.
Oh,
right there.
hell yeah.
Beat the shit out of them? Beat the shit out of the dinosaurs?
Yeah, what's the beginning? 60,500 BC, man discovers his boner. 10 minutes later, man kills his first small animal using his boner as a blunt striking tool.
Bloner.
All right, hold on.
It's
where's
pretty
the one?
funny, but after retard porn, I'm like, you can't impress me. I'm not a dick about it, but like, if fucking like after we watch retard porn, I'm like,
retard porn's it's hard.
The caveman boner kills the dinosaurs. I'm like, eh.
At least we
It's a
know
dad
when
joke
and
at this
when
point.
not to have a boner. You know,
It's good to know.
it's good to know, especially what type of movies I'm watching too. Like, oh, I can't have a boner. On
I like how it, like on the chart it said movies where women are mostly naked. It's like gay. So
Like,
hold on.
okay, man, hold on a second. You think gunpowder explosions are more heterosexual than naked women? I
Knowing
think
that,
you need to get yourself reevaluated.
No, that book gets into some weird
He has
stuff
to go
with the
through some
alphabet.
conversion therapy.
There's because A's for ass kickings, and like if you're in that book, they tell you if you're like being sexually assaulted at work by a woman, you should attempt to propose to her and then send a headbutt straight to the uterus.
I can't tell this story all the way. I can't tell
Oh,
names,
God.
but there was a guy that was sexually assaulted by a woman at my work. Not sexually assaulted by her, but like he got drunk at a bar and she was basically like, "You're coming home with me and you're fucking me." And he was like, "No, I'm absolutely not." And my other friend he's like a big caveman guy. He's with him, but he's the nicest human being you've ever met. So he's this big fucking dude, but he's also like, happy-go-lucky and shit, not trying to cause conflict. And he's there with him, and he's just like, making jokes with him. But my other friend, coworker guy is like looking at him like, save me from this fucking drunken bitch that's trying to take me home and fucking caveman style fuck my brains out. Because I don't want this fat bitch in my bed, like, I'm accidentally getting her pregnant, and she's fucking giving me herpes, and she's got 8 other kids and all this crazy shit. But, like, it was the first time that I was like, oh, it does happen to men sometimes. Because I'm like, it doesn't happen to men. Maybe because I'm a fucking, whatever, I'm a caveman of a human being. But with for the first time, I was like, oh, shit, it does. Like, this girl was like, I'm about to take advantage of this drunken dude. But luckily, my friend was like, I would have had to have been so drunk that I was dead to have sex with this woman. She's not very pleasing to the eye, let's say. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Fuck that girl. Hey, no. Fuck that girl. That girl was trying to take advantage of somebody that was drunk. So, no, fuck her.
Fucked up. It goes both ways.
She's ugly and shitty, and she's a fucking rapist. But she was like, you're coming home with me and fucking me tonight. He was like, I'm trying to get out of here. No, me and so-and-so are going to fuck each other tonight. His guy friend that he's with, because he's like, I got to make a joke to get out of this. And she was like, stop making gay jokes and fucking eat my pussy. And he was like, all right, well, gotta go. Time to go.
Then she pulled out a fucking gun.
Yeah. It was almost like, oh my God. I've never heard of a woman trying to rape a man before until now, but I'm like, I don't like working with this person anymore.
Oh,
I don't
you
work with them. No, I don't.
You just see him on the weekends?
I made this story up. It's
You work
fictional.
with a woman?
Wow, Cody.
I don't actually have a job.
Doc.
Don't fire me, please. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's your boss.
So everybody, please have a great night.
No, it's not my boss. Everybody hates her at work. Fuck it. Yeah, I work with this cunt. The cunt fucking tried to rape somebody.
Oh,
Whatever, I
wow.
don't care.
You're a rapist.
Yeah, I hope you listen to this so you
not
know
me.
that
It's not me,
you're
you
a
fucking
rapist.
asshole.
I mean, you are too.
It's not me, you freckled fuck. It's this... whatever.
I don't care. I hope somebody walks up to you at work and is like,
What the fuck did you say about
hey,
me?
you son of a bitch, I heard you on the podcast talking shit about me being
Hey,
rapey.
girl we work with
No.
Cody doesn't like.
Hey,
Guess what he
tell her-
said?
No
Tell
one
her to check
listens
my
to this
Instagram
shit.
and tell her where to meet me.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? Go to The Killing Joke, at The Killing Joke on Instagram.
Yeah, you'll know
and look
where
at my
I'm at.
bio. Look at my bio. My address
still
is
there.
right there.
It's still
Show
there.
up there with dog treats in hand.
It's still
I'm
there.
not telling you
Luke's
why
address
yet.
is on his Instagram, guys. Doc,
Still there.
boom.
No,
But
that's my address, Pat. Shut up. That's my address. And if you want to fight me, you go to the
Cody lives there.
Instagram at The Killing Joke, and you look up the address in the bio. You go there and you pick a fight with whoever answers the door.
Yeah.
It's me. It's for sure me.
And Cody would also like to point out that if there's any past due bills, also send them to that address.
Also, yeah. All right, guys. Anything else before we turn this fucking thing off?
Thank you two for coming on.
Thank you.
Seriously, lots of fun.
us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on.
We like to have a good time out here and have some fun and hang
You
out.
guys gotta-
You're clapping for yourself again.
Yeah! You guys got a dope light sitting right under a fucking lamp. It's sweet.
Yeah. How you like that?
It's confusing.
Lightception. This whole room's a disaster. Don't look at it really deep.
I had a good old time. Thank you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for coming on. Please come back. All right, we're almost at their babysitter's bedtime. Follow us, subscribe. I love you fucks. Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.